Hello and welcome to the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast. My name is Mason Fisher. I'm joined here today with Dakota Head. And Dakota, we're excited about tonight.
We are pumped about tonight, Mason. We are 2.5 hours away from home, and wouldn't you know it, we haven't had any rain today.
Man, I was talking to one of the guys earlier, and he stopped a coach and said, "Did the boys even know how to play in conditions like this? We hadn't seen this pretty of a game this season." So.
Yeah, our guys have not played a game with no rain since 2023. So this might be a little bit of an adjustment for them. Normally you adjust to playing in rain. They're going to have to adjust to playing in dry conditions.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And I mean, the sun is set here in Jonesboro earlier than I thought it would, and so it's getting dark pretty quick out here. Got about 13 and a half minutes till game time, and honestly, the Sheridan stands are filling up.
More and more people are filling the stands up by the minute. If you look across the way to the JHS side, I would say that we're beginning to rival their numbers. Really impressed by this Sheridan fan base traveling to watch this game and support the Yellowjackets.
You know, I got to talk to Coach Kelly a couple weeks ago about that, and he said, I just hope that the fans will turn out to all the games and support these boys on. And I was like, that's something Sheridan is actually really good at. Despite, seasons that they've had, they have a great fan turnout. And I think that tonight is proving that theory very well. I see school admin, I see parents, I see people that don't even have players related to them. I mean, it's like kind of like a piece of Sheridan community came out to this game. And, I mean, like you said, I think we have close to as many as they do.
Yep. Yeah, good, important distinction there. Not just parents and siblings, and the siblings kind of have to come if their parents make them. But
exactly.
There's a lot of people that chose to do this, and that's the important distinction. They're supporting this football team, and excited to see what they do tonight. Trying to go 2-0 in conference.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be the first time in 2 years Sheridan has been 2-0 in conference. I'm not exactly sure the numbers before that point, but it's not something that happens very common. So it's a big game for Sheridan, one that we're looking for history, and it would make history against Jonesboro.
It would. So far, the series between Jonesboro and Sheridan, the teams have played 3 times. Jonesboro is 3-0, and we're looking to change that tonight.
That's right. We're looking to have our first win against Jonesboro here tonight, and on their home field. And they're doing some alumni nights, so they've got some extra people down on the field tonight. I had the privilege, Dakota, to talk to Coach Kelly about this game and about some of the things that we from West Memphis last week. But before we get to that, I want to hit on our Sheridan Ace Hardware Player of the Game before we move any further. Our Sheridan Ace Hardware Player of the Game is going to be Zay Stevens. Zay Stevens had a phenomenal game against West Memphis. So, Dakota, tell us about some of the stats for Zay.
Well, you guys know Zay. He is fast. He can change gears. He can change directions. And that's exactly what he did out there last week. He had 13 rushes for 111 yards and a touchdown with a long run of 62 yards. He caught 7 out of the 7 balls that were thrown to him for 123 yards, with 108 of those yards coming after the catch for 4 touchdowns with a long of 49 yards. Altogether, he had 234 yards and 5 touchdowns. I mean, just an incredible game from Zay last week.
Yeah, and don't forget, he only played half a game. They didn't play 4 quarters. These guys had the game won at halftime. They came back out. They had one drive. That was the drive that Zay broke out with that 62-yard run. Scored a touchdown on that play, and then came back next drive, and they played one play and then turned around and let the second string come in. So they only played 2 plays in the second half. The rest of that was entire first half. So 4 touchdowns in the first half, 1 touchdown in the second. Phenomenal game by Zay Stevens. And overall, it was a 62-14 win for the Sheridan Yellowjackets over the West Memphis Blue Devils, which allowed them to be 1-0 in conference.
Right, well, and that is the record that matters. You can forget about the first 3 games. We were battle-tested, having played Lakeside and Rogers in the previous 2 games going into that. And, it had to feel a little bit easier of a game last week than it did, playing against Lakeside and Rogers in the weeks preceding. But that's why you play those hard teams, right? You've got to test yourself. And, there's a really good saying that I like, and it's that you never know how much you can chew if you never bite off more than you can chew. And so, we gave them our best shot, came up short, but those are two great football teams, and, I think it made us better, and I think we saw that last week.
I love the way you said that, and I feel like that's exactly what Coach Kelly was planning. I actually got the privilege to talk to him about a couple things, and he said, I asked him what were some takeaways from last week, and he said he thinks that they played the best that they have yet last week. He said that's the best football I have seen from these boys yet. He said there's less errors than normal. The score pretty much shows that from last week, and it kind of just grew from there. Honestly, our conversation went into what it changes for this week's game. He says, even though we played the best we played, we still have to play better. He said, we're not done. We can do better than what we did. I know we can. He said, this Jonesboro's team is bigger. They're stronger. They're faster. Me and you were talking about that tonight in warm-ups. Some of our takeaways from that.
Right. Well, and a record through 4 games does not really tell you the full story of a team. You really know the full story only at the end of the year looking backwards. Every 0-4 team is not equal. They have losses to Conway, Robinson, DeSoto out of Texas, and Benton. And so they have 4 losses to really good teams, and those teams have beaten some really good teams. Robinson beat Lakeside 24-19. Conway, put a whipping on Bentonville and Marion, and Benton's only loss is to Bryant. So you've got to stay focused on the opponent and not the record.
That's right.
If you're the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sheridan's coming to this game 2-2. Jonesboro's 0-4. But that doesn't, like you said, that doesn't mean anything. If we talk about some rankings in the 6A division alone, Jonesboro is ranked number 10. Sheridan's ranked number 12. In Arkansas, Jonesboro is ranked 27, and Sheridan is ranked 49. Something special about that 49. I've done some diving this week into some Sheridan past. I can't find many records past about 20 years ago, but in the last 20 years, Sheridan has been the best rank they've been is 52 at the end of the season. Right now, we're sitting at rank 49, so this is the best ranking we've seen in over 20 years.
Yep, that's impressive. And we're going to try to push that up a little higher from here. One thing that, we were talking before the game, we played 4 games as well, 2-2, but, those 4 games, can kind of be divided into 2. We have either won by a lot or lost by a pretty good margin. And so, we both feel like going into this game, this is going to be a great indicator of where we're at, as well as where Jonesboro's at, going forward.
In conference play for sure.
But, really think that we're going to have a little bit tighter of a game tonight.
They've been beat by good teams. We've been beat by good teams. I think that this is a great matchup, and I think this is probably going to be the closest thing Sheridan's seen to their competition level so far this season.
Yeah, I agree, Mason. I agree, and that's why it's so important to get off to a good start. Like Coach Kelly talks about, he's preaching details, Whatever we have, passes that, are catchable, we've got to catch them. Whenever we have a chance to block somebody, we've got to block them. Whenever we get a chance to make a tackle, we need to make the tackle. And so just the very basic fundamentals, they matter more in games like this.
Yeah, to elaborate off that, that's actually what Coach Kelly is so focused on. And he even said, there's going to be 3 or 4 times tonight when we have wide open receivers. I mean, absolute wide open receivers on plays that they've designed for tonight. And we have to capitalize on those. He says if we don't capitalize on those plays, then you might as well kind of just take a step back, because those are key plays. He said we got to capitalize on those. One of my favorite things to talk about is his onside kicks. I think it's something that everybody's expecting, and so I actually decided I wanted to talk to Coach Kelly about his onside kicks and how does that influence the team. And he told me, he said Mason, it's not about what it does for our team. He said it's about what it does to the other team, because other team spends the whole week pretty much preparing for these onside kicks and preparing for recovering these to not come in and lose one. He said it does more psychological warfare on the other team than what it does allowing us to have one more drive.
Yeah, Coach Kelly's definitely read The Art of War by Sun Tzu. He's getting in his enemy's head, that's for sure. So far, talking about onside kicks, they're 5 out of 15. So 15 attempts, they've recovered 5. Both of the kickers, Andrew Mitchell and Preston Herr, are at a 33% recovery rate. Over the long run, Coach Kelly's teams historically have averaged recovering about 25% of those kicks. So currently bucking the trend, and hope to continue that right now. If you maintain recovering 33% of your onside kicks, and you assume that you get to kick 3 a game, and you recover that one onside kick, his record is almost unbeatable.
Yeah, it is. It's if you recover one onside kick, and I was talking to Coach Kelly, I've kind of had the numbers a little bit wrong, but Coach Kelly told me his 137 games that he's recovered an onside kick, he's won. Only lost 6. That is incredible. That is incredible numbers. It shows that truly matters, recovering one onside kick. Last week, Sheridan recovered 2. Against Whitehall, they recovered 5. 3. 5 total, and it speaks to the outcome of the 2 games.
Right. Yeah, and you watch, talking about the psychological warfare. You watch the other team. The momentum goes out of the air. They're mad at each other. They're mad at the refs, and they're not focused on the football game.
That's right. Well, and actually, talking about last week, we talked about there even looked like one of the onside kicks that West Memphis recovered that we were pretty sure Sheridan had. So it could have very well been 3. We didn't really know where we were going.
So we just had the coin toss. It looks like Jonesboro won the toss, chose to defer to the second half. We are going to be receiving the ball, and you got the Yellowjackets running out right now. That American flag is flying. Number 47 is carrying it. That is Weston Ramsey. So he earned the right to carry that flag today, and he is carrying it proud. And we're getting ready to start this football game on offense.
I think that's actually good. So talking to Coach Kelly this week, he said it's our offense that's got to get out there and get some work done. He said he's very pleased where our defense at. He said our defense is doing a lot of work and been doing really good. He said, but his offense is where he's really wanting to show tonight and show that his offense is put together and that they're ready to play. So I think that tonight, with them getting the ball first, that could show pretty early tonight.
Yeah, and Mason, I'm going to go through some of our season statistics through 4 games. So far, we are averaging throwing the ball 65% of the time, running the ball 35% of the time. Dax has got 1,290 yards passing, 14 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, has been sacked 11 times. Looking at receivers, Peyton Sterrett is leading the way with 32 catches for 452 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging about 15 yards a catch. Zay Stevens has caught 17 balls for 326 yards, 5 touchdowns, and is averaging 30 yards per catch, which is 3 times what he's averaging per rush. Zay actually has more receiving yards than he does rushing yards so far this year, and is averaging touching the ball 15 times a game. If you want to talk about keys to success, the number of touches for Zay, and granted, he didn't play a full game against West Memphis, against Rogers, or against Whitehall.
Nope. He has not played a full game yet. He's only played half a game every time.
So, these are incredible numbers. Got to get him the ball in space. Got to get our receivers the ball in space and let them make some plays.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's your Yellowjackets making their way out onto the field tonight for this game. We are about 30 seconds from kickoff. These boys are looking much more fired up now than what they were when they got off of the bus after a 2.5-hour trip. They kind of came out here like, whoo, got to stretch these legs out a little bit, but now they are pumped up and ready for this football game.
I really like the demeanor of this team. They came off the bus just very calm and confident.
Kind of locked in.
Not too hyped up, definitely not anything to be down about, and just a real even keel, level-headed mindset going into this. And, I think that's important because you're going to have a lot of ups and downs throughout the game. And it's about just keeping your head, keeping your cool, going on to the next play, and focusing on that.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the Sheridan Yellowjackets have made their way out on the field to receive the kick. They've got Parker Mullins and J.P. Black back in the back to receive, and then a host of Yellowjackets here at the middle of the field to prevent an onside kick. I watched the 9th grade junior high game last night against Maumelle. Sheridan Yellowjackets came out on top 32-20, so good job to the 9th grade Yellowjackets for pulling out that victory. It was fun to watch Maumelle attempt an onside kick on one of the Sheridans. The way that they line up, because the way that they line up is to prepare for the onside, because the one thing Coach Kelly doesn't want to get is beat at his own game. So you can bet that they practice this all the time, and let me tell you, the 9th graders last night, they were ready for it. It was awesome. Great
I'll tell you what, if anyone is ready to recover an onside kick, it's the team and the program that kicks a lot of onside kicks, because they've got to go up against it in practice every day.
Yeah, absolutely, and they do. Let me tell you, I watched some practice this week too, and I actually saw a new onside kick that Coach Kelly was trying. I know he has 12 different ways, so I'm excited to see if maybe he busts that out tonight. We will see, but for now, we're going to line up to receive. Their kicker, number 92, Marco, is kicking. It is going to be a kickoff towards Parker Mullins. Parker Mullins catches it about the 18. He finds some room. Good return there up to about the 39 of the Hurricanes.
Yeah, we got a replay coming up already. Yeah, Parker gets the ball. We got a block right away. Guys turning and making blocks. Get out to almost the 40. That's an awesome place to start your drive from.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome to start in this game. You can still see the fog lingering above the field from when the Hurricanes ran out on the field. Great start for the Yellowjackets there on special teams. And the Yellow Jacket offense takes the field. They're going to go trips out to the left. They got twin receivers on the right. Got Dax in at quarterback. Snaps back. Dax looking to pass. Got a lot of time. Throws it short to Zay. Had to throw it low because number 20 there for the defense was creeping in.
Yeah, pressure right away. Ball a little low. We're going to get locked in. Hit the next one.
Yeah, it looked like the pressure was more towards the receivers than on Dax. Dax had quite a bit of time. This time Zay's going to line up right next to Dax on the right-hand side. Strong side is to the right. Got trips out to the right. Zay's going to run strong side. He's going to get wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, good, stout defensive play from the Jonesboro Hurricane defense. Nowhere to go for Zay.
3rd and 10, Sheridan's got to get something right here. Going to line up quads out to the left, and they got Zay Stevens up on the top of your screen there by himself. Snaps his back. Dax is rolling to the left, trying to find some room, and he's going to get brought down. Jonesboro is going to get their first sack of the game. Going to be a loss of 2 for Sheridan.
Yep. Nowhere to go for Dax. Pressure quickly. Didn't force anything. No unforced errors there. Took his medicine, got down. We're going to play the next down. Not turn the ball over. Not how you want to start the game here, but they're going to make some adjustments. I know they're going to go to the tent and figure this out, but we got a chance to convert the 4th down here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's something we look forward to each game is conversions like this. So Sheridan's actually going to take their first time out. We're going to take this opportunity. I want to thank People's Bank, and then that was People's Bank, and thank you, People's Bank, for sponsoring our first quarter. This broadcast is brought to you by First Choice Home Loans and Platinum Roofing. Thank you guys so much. Here we are. We are at 4th down and 13 to go for the Jackets. First time out was used by Coach Kelly, and they're going to make their way back out onto the field.
Well, there's no reason to not run a play that you like might not have liked what we were doing or like what he was saying. Called the timeout, got a different play.
Yeah, Dax is rolling out to the right. He's found somebody deep. It's actually going to be picked off. It was off the hands of the receiver. Pretty good little return there. That was number 11 on the defense with the interception, KJ Anderson.
Yeah, we got a replay here. Dax rolling right. Got a good route combo here. Ball a little bit high through the hands of the receiver into the hands of the defensive back. Unfortunate first series there. Not how you want to start the game, but, big chance for our defense to flex its muscle early.
Yeah, absolutely. So stepping out onto the field, the Yellow Jacket defense right into it. Snap is back. Going to be a handoff. Going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Great first play.
Yeah, big play there from 41, Jonathan DeLeon, right up the middle, makes a big stop. It's very important the result of the first play of a series, and to make them go backwards, that's huge.
Quarterback in right now is Asa Myers. Running back's TJ Brown. Looking to get some final instructions from the coach before they snap the ball here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Snap is back. Low snap to Myers. Myers airing it out deep. Got a chance here, and it's going to go all the way for a touchdown for the Hurricanes.
Big play, Hurricanes. Good deep ball down the right sideline. Quarterback put it in a good spot. Looks like we tried to turn and make a play and just kind of misjudged the ball there, mistimed the jump. Big play for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it was. I talked to Coach Kelly, and he said they're going to beat us on deep routes. He said that's what they're going to beat us on, and it's going to happen, but we've got to turn around, and it's how we respond to these deep routes that they beat us on. Kick is up, kick is good. Hurricanes 7, Sheridan 0, and Sheridan is going to make their way back out to receive the second kick for the night. 9:51 left in the first quarter.
Not how we wanted to start, but we got a lot of game left. We'll settle some nerves. The first time you're out there on offense or defense, you got a little bit of nerves. Let's get settled in. Let's get locked in, and we're gonna go down the field here.
Yeah, I'm sure adjustments have been made. Coach Kelly said, all right, guys, it's time to start playing some football. Show these guys what we're all about, and I have no doubt that it's going to start. We had a great return by Parker Mullins on the first catch here, first receive, and we'll see what they come out with second. Jonesboro taking some time getting out here.
Yeah, interesting not seeing Zay back there.
Yeah, they stopped doing that last week, I think, because the kicker was always just kicking it away from him.
Right,
they
yeah.
would never kick it to Zay, which makes sense.
I can't say that I blame him.
Parker Mullins has been doing a great job. JP Black's had a couple good returns, so.
Hey, if you don't want to kick it to Zay, kick it to somebody else. They can make a play too.
Yeah, that's right. Same kicker in, number 92, Marco. Kick is up, straight to Parker Mullins.
Go
Catch
Parker.
made. JP Black coming to make a block. Blocks are made, gets up to about the 30 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Nice play from Parker. Made a guy miss right out of the gate that was coming down on him very quickly. Positive return again, starting near the 30. Another good place to start a drive from.
Yeah, absolutely. And just because you have a bad first drive doesn't mean you're going to come back out here and show the same thing. These guys are eager now, looking to make something happen here. Got trips to the left, twins to the right. Strong sides to the left.
They got Zay one-on-one down here in the slot. This is going to be interesting. Got a lot of space.
That's where they're looking. He's open there in the middle of the field, but Dax is wrapped up in the backfield.
Yeah, looks like might have had a couple options. Didn't get the ball out in time. Took another sack. They're getting to our quarterback early, Mason.
Yeah, they are. They're going to have to get the ball off quick. Dax is going to have to make some quick passes. They've got a four-man front that they're bringing in, and they are bringing the pressure. There it is. Tried to find Jace Bradshaw, but it was just thrown a little bit in front of him on that one.
Yeah, great way to counter pressure is to run a screen. Weren't able to connect there, but had quite a bit of space out there if we were able to make that completion.
Yeah, Sheridan really needs some positive yards here. They're 3rd and 14, and haven't seen any positive yards yet tonight. So this is a big play.
Yeah, trips left, twins to the right.
4 guys bringing pressure again. They've got a man this time. Going to get back up. I think that was helmet to helmet. That was a pretty big hit on to Peyton Sterrett there by number, I think that was 18. Yeah, 18. We're going to see what the call is. That's a Platinum Roofing penalty flag.
That was a great, tough catch from Peyton Sterrett. 2 defenders on him. Secured the ball, held on to it, took a big hit, bounced right back up.
This was something that I heard from Benton that Jonesboro gets a lot of penalties. And we'll see what the call is here. Personal foul. It was helmet-to-helmet contact on the defense, so it was on number 19. This is going to bring up a First Trust Home Loan first down for the Sheridan Yellowjackets, their first down of the night. Definitely something that helps them in a situation like this. So we're at the 44-yard line now of the Hurricanes, looking to make something happen. 1st and 10. Zay is lined up right to the right of Dax. Play action pass to Zay. Zay's got some room across the 50 into Hurricane territory. Brought down at the 45. There's another Platinum Roofing penalty flag on that one.
Mason.
He tackled. Did you see it?
Yeah, great play to get the ball to Zay in space. Looks like we got right to another first down. Curious to see what this penalty flag. The Hurricanes are pointing to Sheridan. I don't know if they're trying to call clipping.
I don't think this is a penalty on Sheridan. I don't. Are
they picking it up?
Oh, yeah, it is on Sheridan. Holding. Clipping. They did call clipping. Okay.
Man, I don't know about that, Mason.
Yeah, that's what they called. And so I think we're going to replay first down. No, not. Yeah, 1st and 8. Because the penalty was 5 yards from where it was completed.
Right, need to get off to a good start and maintain some momentum here.
Still got to gain a 2 off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Great pass to J.P. Black. Great pass to J.P. Black. Going to get pretty close to first down yards. I think he's about 2 short.
Yeah, great route from J.P. Black. Good throw from Dax. Hit him right in the hands, right in the numbers. J.P. coming back to the ball to secure the catch. Great route.
2nd down and 1. This is a great position for the Jackets right now. Still bringing a 4-man front. A lot of pressure coming down with that left-hand side. Zay gets the ball, goes right up the middle. Going to be a First Trust Home Loan first down. He gets a gain of 3.
Good run from Zay there. Great effort from our offensive line, opening up a hole right up the middle for Zay to run through. Keep moving those chains.
Man, I feel like the atmosphere of our fans is alive here tonight. I can hear them up here in the press box, and I'm just so happy and proud of this fans and this community that comes out and supports these boys. Zay to the left of Dax, got trips out to the right. Standalone receiver Peyton Sterrett. Zay sets in motion. Finds going for Peyton Sterrett, got 2 men on him. He's going to catch the ball at the 10-yard line. And that, wow.
What a catch from Peyton Sterrett. 2 guys there. We got the replay. Zach's putting a lot of air under the ball. Peyton tracking it really well. Really well. Went up and made the play.
Those are the plays you have to capitalize on. And to come over 2 defenders like that, great job by Peyton Sterrett. Keeping the drive alive. 1st and goal for the Yellowjackets.
Got a good feeling about this one. Tight split.
Got to punch it in. Nice little reverse handoff there. Jace Bradshaw's going to make it up to about the 5.
That little pop pass is one of their favorite plays to run. You'll see it again here. Quick pop pass to Jace Bradshaw. Got the line out in front, paving the way. Way to get down there. We got 2nd and 4 here, inching closer to the goal line.
Quick huddle there by the Jackets. Got a bunch formation here. Nice little play action. Dax has got a lot of pressure. Throws towards the end zone. Going to be an incomplete pass. Almost picked.
Tough throw there. Pressure in his face, fading to the right.
Smart to get rid of it.
Threw it low enough where not a big chance of a defender to run over it, but number 4 made a really good play on that. That's Brian Davis for the Hurricane. We got 3rd and 5 here, 7 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, we got a big drive right here, keeping it alive. We got quads out to the right. We got Zay alone at the bottom. Dax finds a man open in the end zone. And I think they're signaling incomplete. I couldn't really see the ball on that one.
Looks incomplete. Little rip route here. You can see him pivot and try to wall off the defender. Number 1 came over his back. Nigel Bell deflected the ball. Good play from him. Really a 50-50 ball there.
4th and 5. Got to get a touchdown right here. Got to punch it in. We've got all the receivers on the right-hand side. Set Zay in motion. Gets Zay. Lot of pressure brought. Zay's making his way into the end zone. Sheridan, touchdown.
Get the ball to your best players in space and let them make plays. Look at this. Swing pass out to the right. Made a guy miss and got into the end zone. Good luck tackling number 6 in space.
As Jeremy Orman would say, big play Zay for the touchdown.
Very appropriate nickname.
That was
huge play there. We needed that.
Man.
Needed that to match the momentum, tie the game, have a chance to tie the game. We're going to take the lead here.
For 2, and they're going to hand it off, and they're going to be into the end zone. Oh, ball's up. Peyton, I don't know who came down with that. I'm waiting for the signal. Incomplete pass is what they're signaling. Going to be no good. I don't know how they're calling incomplete when somebody came down with the ball, but it must have hit the ground.
That really looked like a rush to me. That was a handoff, not a pop pass.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a fumble. Struggle for it down there. Looks like the Hurricane came up with it.
I guess that they were just saying no good is what they were signaling.
Right.
Nonetheless, Sheridan Yellowjackets on the board with 6. Hurricanes have 7. The drive Sheridan was looking for to get on the board. This is going to be one of those games that's we predict to be pretty tight.
Right. Well, we talk a lot about how you respond. Came out the first possession, did not have success. They score a touchdown in a couple plays. What are you going to do then? You go down the field, you score a touchdown. Well, that's how you respond.
And you turn around and you kick this onside kick. This is a big part of the Sheridan special teams and then the Sheridan the way they run their team. And so it's pretty exciting. They've got more. They're kind of shifting to try and figure out where the kick's going to be kicked. And Sheridan's going to kick it back towards their sideline with Preston Herr.
I'm excited.
I am. Onside kick attempt. Kick is going. Looking for a bounce. Going to go right into the hands of number 7. Jonesboro is going to get the ball at the 49 of the Yellowjackets.
Yep. Kick one-hopped into the chest of Matt Bartels. Good recovery from him. Had a chance. Had a chance at it. That's okay.
Yeah, looking for a high bounce. Just didn't get that one on that kick. There should be plenty more to come. Hurricanes are going to start on the 49. This is worse field position than they had last time. Still pretty good field position.
That's right.
We'll see what happens. They've got Asa Myers in at quarterback. Snaps back. Going to be a handoff up the middle. Going to be a swarm of Yellowjackets there to stop him. Only going to pick up 2. Good stop by the Jackets.
It looks like 47 and 33. Weston Ramsey and Jackson Delk in there closest to the ball, but there were about 8 other guys around him.
That's one thing I love about watching this defense. You never get one man on the tackle. Looking at stats, there's hardly any solo tackles on the stat sheet.
That's right. That's right.
Really. They're running.
My favorite thing is trying to figure out who tackled the guy.
Yeah.
Because so many guys were around him when he was on the ground.
It's a great problem to have and one that every team should strive for. Got a 3-2 defense coming in here. Almost picked off. Pass is going to be incomplete. That was close.
Good defense there. Tight coverage. Ball a little low and away, but we got a hand on it at the same time to help knock it down. That's really good coverage from Lawson Wallingford there.
Yep, and good job, Lawson. We've got trips out to the left. We've got a standalone receiver there at the bottom of your screen. Sheridan's bringing 3 guys in. Linebackers are blitzing. Got a open man with a big old hit there by the Sheridan defense. Is it going to be enough to move the chains? I think it is.
Reed Stevens Boom, look at that. Great tackle, big hit. I don't know how he held on to the ball.
You know, that right there is honestly how the solo tackles come in. I don't think they know if they're going to call it a first down. They were questioning for a second.
I think they were impressed that he held on to it, gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Honestly, I'm pretty impressed that he held on with a hit like that. I promise you I would have dropped it. Strong sides on the left.
Looks like we're looking to bring another blitz here. Check on the sideline.
Got a whistles blowing. I don't see a penalty flag, so I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, no flag. Play clock.
Play clock was, I don't guess it was started.
So we got 5:22 left in the first quarter.
And now the play clock is running. Nonetheless, Jackets line back up, getting ready. Brady Dillon coming in from the outside. Ball's dropped. Asa Myers going up the middle. Going to be a shoestring tackle there. I think he lost one. That'll be Sheridan sacked.
Well executed blitz there from the Jackets. Had the linemen turning their heads. Quarterback forced to step up in the pocket, and we were there to meet him.
So the one thing I have heard about the Jonesboro offense is if that quarterback gets loose, he will run. And they actually have a couple plays designed for quarterback runs, so we'll have to watch that. So great job there by grabbing the foot of Asa Myers.
We're playing good on defense so far tonight, Mason. We're there wherever the ball is.
And there's another one aired out deep. Got a wide open number 3, touchdown Hurricanes. They did good by running the ball.
We got beat over the top. Here's the replay. Quarterback puts a lot of air under the ball, allows his receiver to run under it. Good play there for the Hurricane. Good touchdown. We're having a lot of success stopping them, close to the line of scrimmage, 10, 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, but getting beat early.
Yeah, getting beat deep. They're fast. All their guys are fast. Kick is up and good. 14 points for the Hurricanes, 6 for the Jackets, with another Sheridan offensive drive coming soon in a game that's brought to you by First Trust Home Loans and Platinum Roofing. 4:31 left in the first quarter, which is brought to you by People's Bank. Sheridan's going to take their spots to receiving. Looks like Parker Mullins and J.P. Black are going to be back out there again. Had an injured Hurricane on the field.
Yeah, JHS has scored on their first 2 drives, but we've really made them earn every yard outside of 2 plays, right? And we were talking before the game, it's about doing the little things right. We got to keep them in front of us, keep the ball in front of us. But overall, we're stopping them running the ball, stopping the short passing game. Got to shore up the back end, and really gonna have a chance to get some stops here, force some punts.
Yeah, and you've got to start focusing in, dialing in on offense here, and we've got to score another touchdown right here. This is crucial to our drive. Go down, score a touchdown, and make it quick to be able to come back on defense. Still a lot of football left tonight. One thing you can't do is when something happens, you can't give up. You can't put your head down. You got to respond. You can't leave unanswered points on the board.
That's right. We got a chance here to score again and even the game. It's not about anything other than who has the most points at the end of the game. We've got a talented offense. We've got a great play caller. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to keep scoring in this game.
Kick is up. They're looking for Parker Mullins again. Great catch. Going to be a fake handoff by Parker Mullins to J.P. Black. Going to run into his own guy, which is going to get him wrapped up at about the 25.
I don't know why they want to keep picking the ball with Parker Mullins. He's had a couple good returns so far. Had a chance there to set something up with a fake handoff and ran into our own guy there. But still starting the drive with the ball on the other side of the 25-yard line. So very positive result. Yeah,
absolutely. I think that this could be a crucial drive for the Jackets here. Coming up, scoring a touchdown right here would be phenomenal for them. Going to go twin receivers on both sides. Zay to the right-hand side of Dax. Dax is going to be set in motion. Snap straight to Zay up the middle. Zay's still going. He gained about 5 before he was pushed backwards on that play.
Good positive yards there on first down. Got a replay here. Direct snap to Zay. Line pushing ahead. Able to get about 5 there. Great start to the series.
They were trying to throw him off and make them think that the ball was going to end up back in the hands of Dax to throw the ball. But instead, Zay just runs it right up the middle. And great gain there on first down. It's a 4-yard gain. Bunch formation. Got a penalty flag thrown. Waiting to see if it was neutral zone infraction or if it was false start. Offsides on the defense. Sheridan's going to move forward. 2nd and 1 now.
Fantastic.
It should have been a free play if they're calling offsides. I guess they may have gotten a little too fast across the line.
Well, now you're looking at 2nd and 1. 1 yard to gain on the down and distance. Might be looking to take a shot here.
Yeah, it could. I mean, you see it looks to me like the Hurricane defense is playing a lot tighter this time with a free safety out at about the 45 of Sheridan. Snap is back to Dax. Dax rolling, looking for Jace Bradshaw, throws it way too far in front of him, pass incomplete. Third down and 1 for the Sheridan Yellowjackets. 14-6 is the score in the first quarter. Gonna have 5 receivers set up, 3 down low, 2 up top. Got Dax alone in the backfield. Snap to Dax. Dax running for the first down. He's gonna pick it up for a First Trust Home Loan first down.
I don't think the Hurricane were expecting a Dax run right up the middle. I think we caught them off guard there. Great play call. Keep them on their toes.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't give them what they're expecting. Give them exactly what they're not. You know, they weren't expecting that play till 4th down.
Right.
So give it to them on 3rd. Give it earlier than what they're expecting. I love the play call. Love the execution. Great job by Dax.
Keep moving the chains.
Absolutely. Snaps back. Dax standing comfortable. Pressure coming now. Going to be picked off. That was number 1. He's going to make it to the 10-5 touchdown Hurricanes. He read that. Great read by number 1.
Nigel Bell timed that up perfectly. We thought we had a shallow crosser here. Jumped in front of our receiver. Really good play from Nigel there.
Yeah, it is, and it was just great film watching on for the Hurricanes on that one, just knowing where that ball was going, and great play there by the Hurricane defense. Extra point is going to be attempted here by number 92, Marco, for the Hurricanes. Kick is up. It's good. Brings our score to Hurricanes 21, Sheridan Yellowjackets 6. Kind of a rough start to the first quarter.
We're having success, but we're having a hard time sustaining that success. Get a couple of good plays and then shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit. But we're going to get the ball back again and got another chance.
That's right. I think they're probably trying to kick it from where they're kicking it over to Parker Mullins to try and give him, try and put extra air on the ball, give their guys longer time. We'll see if that theory is true, because I think that they're swapping J.P. Black and Parker Mullins here.
We'll see if they can kick it to the right side of the field.
Yeah, well, either they'll kick it, either they're targeting Parker Mullins or they're kicking it to the far side from where they're kicking from to try and allow their guys more time to get down the field. So we'll see kind of what the strategy is here on this one.
You know, a lot of teams do the same, basic things that everyone else does on, kickoff return. It's always fun to watch the Yellowjackets because they are going to keep you on your toes, whether they're returning a kickoff, making a kickoff. It's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, getting a good return here would be pretty good for Sheridan. Looks like this time they're going to line up to kick from the opposite side of what they've been kicking to. So kicking to Parker Mullins would make sense on this one. They do. No, they're kicking to J.P. Black. J.P. Black drops it, picks it up at the 20. Got guys coming, makes a man miss, takes a big hit at the 24.
Big hit. That was number 48 for the Hurricane, Jaden Perry. JP bounced right back up. We're going to get the ball what looks like on the 23.
Yeah, so this is the furthest that Sheridan has had to go so far in a series. So Wiley DePriest is there at the bottom of the screen. Kind of hard to see him, but he's there at the bottom.
2 defenders on the bottom of the screen. A lot of wide open space behind them.
Gonna find it right in the middle. Nope, Peyton Sterrett there on the left. Got some blockers coming. Moves over towards the middle of the field. They're gonna wrap him up and bring him down, but it's gonna be a decent gain on first down.
Well, they gave us a lot of space over there, and we immediately attacked it with a quick screen. You can see blockers having fits, and tried to take it back inside to the right instead of going out to the left where there weren't defenders. Kind of ran into some traffic there.
Got a really spaced out offensive line.
Yeah.
Really spaced out offensive line. Gonna bring it. Zay's gonna have a lot of room though there. Speed by Zay. He gets across the 40, across the 50 into Hurricane territory. Finds some room, makes some people miss. Gonna be brought down at the Hurricane 44. Great run there by Zay.
Big play, Zay. Replay here. Look at these blocks. 52. Boom. Pancake. Receivers blocking downfield. Whoop. Whoop. Missed tackles everywhere. Zay making plays out there.
Great run that time by Zay. They're going to line right back up into it. Time to go. Hurricanes have no time to really set up a defense. They're running a 3-3 defense now. They're going to drop back into zone coverage, only bringing 3 guys in. Gives Dax some time. Pass is going to be incomplete.
Good coverage there. Number 1 is all over the field for the Hurricane. He was there close to our receiver on that play as well.
He's definitely their best linebacker here tonight. He is, I say linebacker, I guess he's more in a safety position. Well, I guess he is on this play. I never know where he's going to be lining up. Coach Kelly making his play call. Jace Bradshaw was signaling back. Got stacked receivers over here on the left. Only one guy guarding them. Dax is rolling out to the right. Trying to find something. Finds a man. Open. Gaining some yards. Steps out of bounds. I'm trying to see who that was.
That was Jace Bradshaw.
Way to make up for the first drive there, Jace. That was great.
Yeah, I got a replay here. Dax rolling to the right, looking downfield. Looks, fires it in there. 2 defenders on the sideline. Good catch from Jace, keeping your eye on the ball. Great conversion.
Yeah, I guess he just barely stepped out of bounds there. Had that not happened, he was gone because the Hurricanes were out of sight for him. So that was a great play there by Jace. Got Eli Turner in the backfield to the left of Dax. Got Trips on the left, brought in tight. Handoff to Eli Turner going up the middle. Good gain there for Eli Turner.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Good luck tackling Zay in space, and good luck tackling Eli Turner head on. Good, tough run from Eli there.
Sheridan now in pretty good spot at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 7 to go. 4 receivers on the left. Dax is
Looks like Dax is pointing out a potential blitzer.
Finds a different blitzer. Dax having to run. He's going to get wrapped up at about the. Looks almost
like
at
the ball came out.
Hurricanes are signaling that they have it. Waiting for an official signal. And they're going to say it's Hurricane football.
Hurricane ball. Dax having to avoid some pressure there. Avoided a couple sack attempts. Wasn't able to avoid that last one. The Hurricane are having a lot of success forcing turnovers earlier in this game. I feel like that's a point of emphasis for them. Talking to the defensive coordinator, Ty Mims, we went to ASU together, and we got to chat a little bit this week. And one of the guys he pointed out for his defense was number 1, and you've seen him all over the field, but talked about wanting to force turnovers, and that being a big point of emphasis for them. They've been able to do that early.
Tonight, ball is going to be thrown that time on the left-hand side. Going to be a huge gain on first down. It's going to create a first down. It's a gain of 12 for the Hurricane.
Good first play, get a first down for the Hurricane right out of the gate. Got to keep the ball in front of us. We'd rather give up a 10-yard first down than a ball over the top.
Got to get a stop here on defense. Going to be a handoff on the left-hand side. He's going to find some room. He's going to be hit before the first down.
Hit hard by Braxton up top, and then it looks like Reed brought him down from below. Reed Stevens. Reed Stevens and Braxton have been flashing so far this game.
That was TJ Brown with the carry. Asa Myers trying to figure out what play call they're looking for. I think that they're going to call a timeout, so we're going to take this time. We want to thank our sponsors. I said timeout, but they're actually letting the first quarter wind down. The first quarter was brought to you by People's Bank. We're going to thank our sponsors now. Thank you to everybody making this happen.
St. Bernard Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers in area high school and junior high games and practices. Tonight, as always, we're proud to have Hurricane alumni, St. Bernard's very own Leah Hill on our sideline. Thank you, Leah, for everything you do to keep the Golden Hurricane, the Whirlwinds, and the Cyclones going strong. St. Bernard's, the heart of great medicine.
Welcome back to the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast. We've got the Jonesboro Golden Hurricanes at 21, Sheridan Yellowjackets at 6 to start the second quarter, which is brought to you by Edwards HVAC. And a broadcast is brought to you by Platinum Roofing and First Trust Home Loans.
Yeah, Mason, not the way we wanted the first quarter to go. Outscored 21-6. Had a couple of good drives that were stalled out, and going to have to tighten up a little bit going forward. This is not a team like we were talking about pregame. It doesn't matter that they're 0-4. This is a good football team. They've played some good teams so far this year. Got to limit our mistakes.
Got a lot of guys bringing in a lot of pressure for Sheridan on the defense. Going to try the long ball again. Going to make a man miss. Incomplete pass. Great job that time by Braden Lewis.
Braden Lewis there in coverage. Really good ball from the quarterback, and Braden timed it up with the ball hitting the receiver's hands. That was number 1 that's been flashing on defense for the Hurricane, and he timed it up and knocked the ball away. That's a phenomenal play from Braden Lewis.
Yeah, great job by Braden Lewis on that coverage, and just really important stop that time. 3rd and 3 for the Hurricanes. They've beat us a couple times deep, thought they could do it again. Sheridan was ready. Going to be a handoff to TJ Brown. TJ's going to have some room up the middle. Still going. Going to be brought down at about the 35. First down for the Hurricanes.
Tough run from number 10 there, going right up the middle. TJ Brown dragged a couple of our defenders through the defensive line, and then it took the safeties to bring him down. Quick play, handing it off again to number 10, defensive line.
They were just snapping the ball because Sheridan had too many men on the field. They were trying to sub last second. The guy couldn't get off the field. Going to be a penalty flag thrown, and they're going to get a free 5 yards out of that.
Yep, smart play.
Yeah, they were just yelling, snap the ball, no huddle offense. And it worked to their benefit. 1st and 5 for the Hurricanes.
We got to keep the receivers in front of us here. Don't let them get over the top. We're having a lot of success making tackles whenever we keep the ball in front of us. Got to keep doing that.
Sheridan looks like they're going to be bringing some pressure this time. They're able to almost jumped off sides, but able to stop themselves. Looks like a blitz coming. Blitz is coming. Asa Myers stepping back, throwing it deep. Got a man, number 3, in the end zone. He drops it. No, he caught it. I thought he dropped it the way he was acting, but touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yep, big touchdown over the top to Kellen Smith.
All 4 touchdowns on 3 touchdowns on offense, all long passes, and then a pick 6 on defense.
Yep, the Hurricane are going to continue to test us deep until we stop them, and so not surprised to continue to see them throw the ball down the field.
92 attempting an extra point kick. It's up. And good. 28-6. Hurricanes on top, leading by 22. 11:18 left in the second quarter, which is brought to you by Edwards HVAC.
Mason will get another chance to respond here. Our defense has been on the field quite a bit, more than they usually are. And, they're doing all they can to keep the Hurricane in front of them and out of the end zone. Got to help them out a little bit on offense, scoring some points, and going to look to do that here.
You gotta hold your head up going into this drive. This drive is crucial for the rest of the game because with being down 22 points in the second quarter, you got to make something happen. Got to make something happen here.
The Hurricane coming back onto the field to kick the ball off. We'll see what they do this time. We've got J.P. Black and Parker Mullins still back there to receive.
Gonna have the same setup as we've had. Same kicker. Sheridan fans still alive here tonight. Kick is gonna be really short.
Very shallow kick.
They were trying to get to it. Sheridan knocked it out of bounds real quick. Sheridan football. It was a smart job that time by Parker Mullins just getting to the ball and kicking it out of bounds. Well, dove on it, pushed it out of bounds. You can't kick it.
Best case scenario, ball goes out of bounds there. Looks like a little confrontation between the JHS coach and the refs. There's a couple flags that just got thrown over near the JHS sideline. Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, he's telling them to back up. You can see him signaling you can't be out on the field. So they're gonna throw that penalty flag. Platinum Roofing penalty flag.
Illegal batting against the receiving team. The receiver batted the ball towards Jonesboro's end zone. That's a 5-yard penalty from the spot that it was.
Did you hear what they said, Mason?
I can't.
Having a hard time hearing through the booth.
Yeah, I can't understand exactly.
Penalty on Sheridan sounds like a 5-yard penalty.
Not sure what they called there. I guess for pushing it out of bounds, maybe? I'm not sure. Nonetheless, going to be Sheridan football.
All right, opportunity to respond here. We've got trips to the left, twins to the right. Dax gets the ball. Pop pass to Zay, a couple missed tackles.
Zay's making some room. Going to get first down yardage. First Trust Home Loan first down for the Sheridan Yellowjackets.
Always important to have success on the first play of the series. First play of the down and distance. Good positive yards there from Zay. Let's get some momentum, guys.
Dax in at the quarterback. We got trips to the right. Standalone receiver there at the top of your screen. Dax is looking to the right. Finds Wiley DePriest. He's going to get a good gain on first down. Good positive yards on both plays.
Yeah, watch Dax stick the ball in there right where it needed to be. Good catch from DePriest to secure it. Another one of those whip routes coming back to the ball. And the receivers are doing a really good job really running through the football back to it to help wall off those defenders. Got 2nd and 5 here, 10:23 left. In
Little
the second,
pitch pass
to
that
Zay.
time to Zay. Zay's gets some first down yards. I think that was a gain of 7 for Zay. First Trust Home Loan first down.
Another good play for Zay. The pop pass continues to give us a lot of success. Anytime you can get him in space, he's going to make a play.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, he didn't just make a play. He broke 2 or 3 tackles in it. The people had his foot, and he just pulled it right out. Got a bunch formation here. Looks like the tight ends are going to be coming in. Peyton Sterrett gets the ball was set in motion early. Gets a really good gain. Still fighting for yards.
They marked us short
1
of
yard
the first
short.
down marker. We're going to keep running that pop pass, it looks like, until they stop it. Replay here. Got 77-52 leading the way. Peyton having patience running behind them, giving them a chance to have fits against defenders.
Offense is finding
really
success.
good patient run from Peyton there.
Offense is finding success here. Just need to finish the drive, keep it alive. 46-yard line of the Hurricanes.
Split backfield here.
Yeah, we got a split backfield.
It's a rare formation.
It's Zay on the right, and I can't make out who that is on the
Parker
left.
Mullins
It
to
is
the
Parker
left.
Mullins. So Parker Mullins is going to be set out. Look like they set up screen passes. Great pass that time to Peyton Sterrett for a First Trust Home Loan first down.
Tough physical route and catch for Peyton Sterrett. Had the defender all over him the whole way. Walled him off, made the catch. That is a tough play from Peyton Sterrett there.
That's a play that you see in college level. That was phenomenal execution that time. Another pitch pass to Zay. Zay trying to go up the middle, going to get wrapped up, brought down. They grabbed him pretty high on that tackle.
Yeah, the refs were looking at each other, decided that it was clean. Some debate there, but that's the least amount of yards that we've gained from a pop pass so far.
You're allowed to grab their shoulders, but not their collar. So I think that they determined that was shoulders.
Blitz
Dax
off the right
dropping
side.
a lot of pressure, throwing it to Zay. Zay's got a lot of room to make something happen. Hits a man.
That was a great play call. The Hurricane were bringing a blitz off the right side, and wouldn't you know it, we ran a screen into the right side.
Yeah, it's going to be third down and I think 10 on this one. Third down and 9. Zay picked up 1 yard on that play.
Mason, the good thing about 3rd and 9 is we've got 2 chances at it.
That's right, especially with this field position. We're at the 31 right now of the Hurricanes. Zay's going to be on the far side on the left.
Defender playing inside of him.
Pitch pass to Peyton Sterrett. He's got some room up the middle. He might have enough for a first down. He does. That's a First Trust Home Loan first down.
They cannot seem to stop
Nope.
that play, and we're just going to keep running it.
They're saying he was short of the line to gain by 1 yard. I'm finding that one hard to believe. I am finding that one hard to believe. I think they're trying to talk
The
about it a
refs are
little bit.
discussing it right
They're going
now.
to discuss it. We're going to go to break. Thank you. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you.
He'll bring up 4th down and short.
Back out of here. A little pitch pass there to Peyton Sterrett to get the first down. It worked for 9 yards before. Why not keep going? Going to be a gain of about 12.
Tough run there from Peyton Sterrett,
That
but
was
every
great.
time I look up, you know who I see? I see number 52, Bradley, and I see 77, Ethan Cowden, down there leading the way,
Hey, let's
running
not
behind
forget-
those guys.
Let's not forget, number 52 had a touchdown last week.
That's right. That's right.
Offensive lineman
Big boy touchdown.
That's right. You know he was happy to get that.
You got to reward them for all their hard work every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't ask for a lot.
First and goal for the Sheridan Yellowjackets. Second time they've seen this position tonight. Zay is set in motion. Going to be a pitch pass to Zay. He's going to go up, trying to find some room. Going to be thrown into the end zone. Sheridan Yellowjacket touchdown.
Yes, sir. Zay Stevens into the end zone for a touchdown. Had to really fight for it here. 77 blocking. Zay keeping his feet and rolling over the defender into the end zone for a touchdown. Another huge play. Really needed that there, Mason.
Yeah, absolutely. That was big way to keep the Jackets in it. 7:09 left to play in the second quarter. Brought to you by Edwards HVAC. Going for 2, trying to make it 14. Dax in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Looking to pass. Peyton Sterrett in for 2. Wide open. Could walk it in.
Nice little whip route here from Peyton. Fakes like he's going outside, flips his hips, turns, ends up running a slant. Ball right where it needed to be. Great conversion.
A good answer that time by the Jackets. Gonna have to get a defensive stop right here or recover this onside kick. That would be huge.
Mason, this is more of what we expected to see is the back and forth nature of the game. If we can hold on to the ball on offense, we can score on these guys.
Absolutely. Preston Hurd is going to bring a ball out to kick. Usually when Preston comes out, they're looking for those high bounces. And he has done a great job at kicking those so far this season. So I'm excited to see what he's got on this one.
If you're the Hurricane and you know that we can kick 12 different onside kicks, you got to be thinking, what in the world are they about to do?
Yeah, absolutely. You just don't know. There's a good bounce. Ball goes high. Jackets are going to recover, I think. We're going to see. Waiting for the signal.
Fight for the ball.
It is undecided right now. We are
Unclear.
looking.
They're pulling guys out of the pile.
Trying to figure out who's got it. They are saying Jonesboro got it.
Man, had a really good opportunity there. Great execution on the kick from Preston Herr. Really gave us a shot at it. That's exactly how you draw it up. That's exactly how you teach that onside kick.
Yeah, absolutely. Great kick that time by Preston Herr. You know, it's tough to recover them, but when it happens, it's crucial to the rest of the game. That would have been a phenomenal time to get it. Nonetheless, defense takes the field.
That's all right. We gave the defense a rest. They've got some momentum.
Going to be a handoff. That's T.J. Brown on the left-hand side. Going to be knocked out of bounds at first down right at the marker.
A lot of Jackets in the backfield there, able to just escape it to the left. Had a late flag come in.
Could be a Platinum Roofing penalty
in the
flag right here.
backfield.
Holding on the offense. That was crucial after that play. Going to back them up 10 yards and going to have another shot at first down. Platinum Roofing penalty flag saving the day for the Jackets.
Not surprised to see a penalty flag there when we had 4 guys in the backfield in less than a second, and they were able to get away. Getting some really good pressure up the middle.
Got a tight formation this time, brought by the Hurricanes. Sheridan has kind of backed off the receivers a little bit, leaving a little bit more room. Ace is going deep, so good decision. Receivers all over it, gets his hands on it, almost picked off that time by Braden Lewis.
No. Mason, there's a flag down here. Our guy's watching the ball, tries to make a play on the ball. Did everything he was supposed to do.
Yeah, there was no pass interference on that play.
Did everything he was supposed to do.
Absolutely no pass interference. Is that what they're calling?
Yep.
Wow. Wow. They're going to give him a first down, and wow. 15-yard penalty brings it to 1st and 5 for the Hurricanes. I'm going to I'll publicly disagree with that call.
Yeah, same here. Very frustrating. Been challenged deep all night. We make a good play on the ball. We're looking at the ball the entire time, take our hands to the ball. But
not expecting a deep shot here, but be ready.
We've got to deal with the result of it. Got to focus on the next play here.
Going to be a handoff up the middle. New rusher this time. Going to get pretty good pickup that time. Going to be a first down for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, number 14, Logan, able to have a good run right up the middle, evading some tacklers.
Hurricane offense is going to set up for the first down.
Got to forget about that play. I'm up here fired up about it, but we've got to forget about it, focus on the next one.
T.J. Brown running it up the middle. They've kind of got this strategy of run it 2 or 3 times and then throw the ball deep.
Right, and they've found some success running up the middle as of late. Looks like we've got a hurt Yellow Jacket down on the field.
We do. We're going to take this time to thank our sponsors. Thank you, Allen Gate and Panel.
look at the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast. That was number 41, Jonathan DeLeon. He's going to step off the field and take a seat for a moment. Second down, TJ Brown going on the right-hand side, inside run, going to pick up the first down.
Hurricane continue to hand the ball off. Bounced it right. Good run there for the Hurricane. We've got to make them earn every single yard. Just keep them in front of us. Great play there in the backfield, ready for the handoff.
Brady Dillon, I think, was the first to the ball that time.
Jacob Pilkington also right there.
Jacob Pilkington, I think, is leading the team in tackles right now. Doing a great job so far this season.
Yep, Braxton Fox and Jacob Pilkington are at the top of our tackles right now. And you see them routinely flash on the field.
And I think there's a reason for that. Pressure being brought this time by the Jackets. Another run play on the outside. Going to be wrapped up. Hardly any gain that time for the Hurricanes. Sheridan was expecting the run, got the run, made the tackle.
Yep, they are committed to stopping the run right now after the Hurricane have tried to run it over and over and over on them. Several guys in on that tackle. We were ready for it.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9. The good thing about this field position is you can't throw it deep. I mean, you're only working with about 18, 19 yards. So you can't really beat them deep. It's more of how's the coverage looking?
Right.
How's your red zone offense?
Right. Got to make them earn every yard here.
Defense scrambling. Ace is looking back, going to throw it. See it. Got a man open, got a flag thrown. We'll see what the call is. I think this may come back.
Initially, touchdown Jonesboro, waiting to see what the call is.
See what we got here. This is a crucial call right here. Everybody, offense is staying on the field. Ball's coming back. There's a platinum roofing penalty flag here. I believe it's going to be on Jonesboro.
Ineligible man downfield.
Look at that.
On the Hurricane.
Look at that. Changing the game yet again with a penalty. Big penalty on that one. That was going to be a touchdown.
Yep, now 3rd and 14.
But you can't have linemen downfield blocking, running, anything like that. Past about 2 yards, and they were. I don't really know what just happened right there. I think they moved it back up a little bit.
Yeah, moved it too far back initially. Yeah. Big play here for the Yellow Jacket defense.
Looks like a blitz may be coming for the Jackets.
Jonesboro's checking with the sideline, maybe adjusting the play.
Defense does the same. Asa Meyer steps back, looking, airs one out. Way out the back of the end zone. Pass incomplete for the Hurricanes. Going to bring up 4th and long.
Got a lot of pressure on the quarterback. We hung in with the blitz after the check from the offense. We're able to get in his face and really affect the throw, causing the ball to go out of the back of the end zone. Huge stand for the defense. Offense is staying on the field, though, so it's not over yet. Got another play here, 4th and 14.
4th and 14, and this would be a huge defensive stop. Got 4:21 left in this second quarter. Jackets could easily run down and score a touchdown. Got to stop it. It all starts right here on this play. Lots of pressure there on the line for the defense.
We're coming after him again.
Coming after him. Ball's aired out. Going to be caught. Jonesboro touchdown.
JHS's line was able to hold off the pressure for just long enough for the quarterback to get the ball off. Found a one-on-one matchup over the middle into the end zone for the touchdown. Good play for the Hurricane. Blocked it, passed it, caught it.
20-point deficit right now. Extra point would make it 21. 3-possession game right now. Kicks up and it's good. 3-possession game. 35 for the Jonesboro Golden Hurricanes. 14 for your Sheridan Yellowjackets.
Game is far from over. Game is far from over.
Tons of football left.
We can score on this Jonesboro defense.
Oh, yeah.
They have not stopped us yet. We've really only stopped ourselves. We can score. Got to hold on to the ball, keep putting some good drives together. The pop pass has been our best friend. We've had great blocking downfield from the receivers and the offensive line. We've been making tough contested catches across the board. A lot of things to like despite the score with 4:15 left in the first half.
Yeah, you know, football is one of those games that it's not over until the end of the game gets here. You know, we've seen some crazy things happen and a lot of football left here to play.
Right.
4 minutes, 15 seconds left in a second quarter that's brought to you by Edwards HVAC and a game broadcast brought to you by Platinum Roofing and First Trust Home Loans. Hurricanes are going to line up. They tried that pooch kick last time, rushing guys trying to get to the ball. So Sheridan's got to be ready. Kick is up.
Another pooch
Kind
here.
of another pooch. Going to be caught that time by Parker Mullins. He's going to step out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like he stepped out of bounds.
Better caught than
about
have.
the 28.
It's better that it's caught than give them a chance to go get it. So
Right.
good job by Parker Mullins making it all the way over there to catch that ball.
The Hurricane have their own unique kickoff strategy. Not exactly trying to, onside kick, but not trying to give you a chance to have a normal kick return with a lot of guys going forward in a bunch. So interesting strategy from them. We've been able to fend it off and have, decent starting field position each drive so far.
Yeah, still
looking down at the
here.
right side of the field, before 22 ran out there, we had a guy with no one on him. Still heavy inside leverage, one safety high.
A lot of freedom there in the middle of the field. Chase Bradshaw sees it. Going to try and capitalize, but he's going to find Peyton Starrett on the outside. Pass incomplete. Defender was all over that one.
Yep, good coverage from the Hurricane. We made Dax survey the field from right all the way to left, going through his reads. Incomplete pass there, 2nd and 10. That's okay.
I think he had Jace in the middle of the field that time. See, you can see there's one linebacker in the middle of the field. Zay going to get wrapped up that time behind the line of scrimmage. That may be his first loss of the night.
Yep, Hurricane busted through the line. They were ready for that play, ready for Zay to touch the ball. Looked like they were really keyed in on him. It's bringing up a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, big play for the Jackets. Definitely don't want a 3 and out this late into the second quarter. I say 3 and out. They'll go for it on 4th down, but
important to get positive yards here.
Quads on the ref on the right. Dax is rolling to the right, looking to trying to find somebody. Got Parker Mullins. Great gain of about 10. Maybe a couple more.
Replay here. Dax rolling right, keeping his eyes downfield. Got a good route combo going on. Looked to throw the flag, but checked back down after the defense dropped back to throw the under route, giving ourselves a very manageable 4th and 6 after facing a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, big 10-yard gain that time. Great catch. Trips out to the left. Got twins on the right. 3-man front. Looks like blitz coming from Jonesboro. One
They're
man
coming.
steps back. Picked off that time by number 16. Going to make a pretty good return.
Ooh.
Got a flag on it. That's going to be on the intercepting team. So that touchdown is going to come back. Not going to matter. Platinum Roofing penalty flag. I saw the hit. They hit one of the Sheridan guys after the interception. It was not uncalled for.
Yeah, blindside hit on our lineman. Uncalled for. Looked to me like we had a little bit of confusion between our two receivers at the bottom of the screen. Had some weird spacing considering for where that ball was thrown. Still going to be Hurricane ball.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a clear turnover before the penalty, but it does give the Sheridan defense a chance to go out there and get a stop. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 21-point deficit. Sheridan needs a quick stop. Ball's going to be backed up after the personal foul.
Look for the Hurricane. They've got 3 minutes. On the last drive, they definitely went a lot slower, slowed the pace down, bled the clock a little bit while still taking some shots downfield.
Yeah,
look for them to continue to push the ball down the field and take chances.
Their strategy has been consistently run, pass as far as they can get it. So we'll see what they got. Pressure brought by the defense. TJ Brown going to get wrapped up before the line of scrimmage.
Jacob
Loss of
Pilkington
2.
coming off the right side to wrap him up. You can see it here. Great tackle, way to hold on to him. Big play on first down for the Jacket defense.
Good job by Jacob Pilkington that time. He came busting through that line of scrimmage.
Yep. 2nd and 12, made him go backwards. That's huge. Looking like we're bringing some pressure again.
Sheridan is trying to keep pressure on their quarterback as much as possible tonight.
They can't throw it deep if we hit them first.
That's kind of the mentality. Ball is thrown, aired out. Got number 7 downfield. Pass broke up, incomplete. They're going to call pass interference again. That was Braden Lewis and Reed Stevens on the coverage.
Got a replay here. Pressure in the quarterback's face. 2 guys down there. Didn't turn our head, but we waited to swat at the football until it hit the receiver's hands. That's 2 times down the right sideline. We've had a pass interference call. Questionable the second time. Unacceptable call the first time.
I think the
Braden Lewis was in perfect position on the first play. We did not get our heads around on this one, but we did play the ball at the point of catch.
The only reason I think that they called this one is because his head wasn't turned around towards the ball actively. Yeah, I say that the first time he absolutely was going for the ball, and they called it. So, I mean, I don't really know. I can't see it the way they're seeing it. But nonetheless, going to be first down for the Hurricanes. 2 minutes 19 left on the clock. Head coach for the Hurricanes making a last-minute adjustment on his offense.
There's been a lot of checks in this game. You know, we will often check on offense, but the Hurricane have a lot of checks as well. Hand off to number 10, going up the middle.
Going to get wrapped up. Good gain on first down. I think it was a gain of 4.
Seeing 35 and 13 getting picked up. They were in on that tackle. Mason, we haven't talked about it since the very beginning, but this Sheridan crowd is really impressive looking left and right.
I mean, it is, isn't it? I mean, this away side is pretty full.
2nd and 4, clock ticking, 1:40 left.
Quick pass, incomplete. I think the ref is saying false start. Platinum Roofing penalty flag is thrown. Going to be a false start, going to back the offense up 5 yards. That's huge.
Really big opportunity for a defensive stand here. You do that, you go into the locker room with some good positive momentum. The defense has been working hard out there, constantly getting tested.
Need some positive momentum. You're going to come back out of halftime kicking an onside kick.
You know, the challenging part of Jonesboro's play calling is the ball is either going right to the line of scrimmage or 30, 40 yards down the field. There hasn't been much in between.
I don't think there's been any in between except for that pass we just saw, but there was a false start, so it didn't matter. I haven't seen anything thrown in the middle of the field. Got the refs talking, some conversation on the field, trying to figure out what's going on now. I think that the Golden Hurricanes use yellow tape whenever they're taping up their ankles, because I'm seeing yellow tape kind of scattered throughout the field, and it keeps throwing me off. Keep thinking we got penalty flags, and it's just tape.
Really taking their time here.
The clock is stopped at 1:29. Trying to figure out what is going on.
Looks like he's saying 150 on the clock.
It'd be a big change.
Could you repeat that, please, Mr. Whiteout?
They are trying to get the clock fixed. It's at 1:29, waiting to see if they reset that.
Giving our defense a chance to take a break.
Yeah, they need a little
get
bit
their
of
breath.
A breather. 35-14, 21-point deficit. Minute. I'm not quite sure how much time.
I don't think they are either.
I don't think they are either.
140.
Sounds like they're saying 140. Clock is set to 140. Whistle is blown, and here we go. Football is back. 2nd down and 9. Going to be a play action pass thrown to number 7. He's going to step out of bounds, stop the clock at 1:37. Quick play.
Well, about that Sheridan defense.
Doesn't pick up a first down. Brings up 3rd and short.
3rd down.
Yeah, interesting play from the Hurricane there. As close as they are, really trying to conserve as much of the clock as possible. Stepping out of bounds immediately. Toss to the right side.
TJ
There's some
Brown going
space.
outside. Still inside. Going to go in for a touchdown. I think he rode that sideline all the way down.
Yep, got a replay here. Toss to the right side. Looks like we had a shot. Made a guy miss into the end zone for a touchdown. We got an inverted score right now, 41-14.
Yeah, not the way we'd like to see it here tonight in the first half.
But got a minute 30 on the clock. We don't need a minute 30 to score.
True. That's a good point. A good return would help.
Football, any sport, but especially football, is such a game of momentum. Very, very, very important drive for the Yellowjacket offense coming up here on the other side of the extra point attempt. Really could use a touchdown here to get some positive momentum going into halftime.
Extra point attempt here by Jonesboro is up and good. Great kicking tonight by their kicker, number 92, Marco.
Got a late flag thrown in.
They might have to re-kick.
There's flag on play.
Waiting to see the call. Refs are talking it out. Been a lot of penalties here in the 2nd quarter.
A lot of penalties. Not sure what this was.
I can see that. I think they're going to enforce whatever it is on the kickoff. Score 42-14.
Personal foul on the defense. I saw the kicker having a little bit of a conversation with one of our defenders. I don't know if that's what that was about, but regardless, we're getting backed up. We're gonna lose some yardage. Jonesboro's gonna get to kick off.
That doesn't make sense.
Closer to us, gonna push us back. Decreases your chance of starting with good field position. Not what you want to see there.
No, not quite. We had a minute 29 for real this time left on the clock. In a 2nd quarter that's brought to you by Edwards HVAC.
Well, they're still kicking off from the 40.
Penalty may have been declined. Yeah, it was declined.
Okay.
Because they would have enforced it and had to re-kick or potentially go for a 2-point conversion. But instead they're going to decline it, take the point that they received. Kick is up.
All right, let's go, Jackets.
Going to be a little pooch kick, trying to get it out of bounds. They don't want them to return it. They would rather take a Platinum Roofing penalty flag for kicking it out of bounds and get the ball moved up a couple yards than to give Parker Mullins a chance to return it. That sounds like fear to me.
Interesting strategy. Intentionally, almost intentionally. They want the ball to land over on the sideline just in bounds, give their guys a chance to get down the field, make us make a decision. Do you try to catch it? Do you let it go out of bounds? Do you fair catch it? Do you try to return it? It creates a lot of decisions to be made.
Sheridan ball
that gives an opportunity for error.
35-yard line. Zay in the backfield with Dax. Dax dropping back. Got to pass it. Tried to find Zay, just barely too low for him to grab it.
Dax had to really retreat there with pressure in his face from number 22 of the Hurricane. And then looks like Zay got lost in the offensive lineman. Had a hard time finding him there. 2nd and 10. minute 23 left. Plenty of time to go down the field.
There is nobody down here to cover Jace Bradshaw or Peyton Starrett. Now they get a guy down there.
Dax is pointing to it.
Yeah,
he's watching it.
That's where they were going to go, and
Trying
now
to
I can
figure
see
out how we're
Coach
gonna
Kelly
attack.
changing the play.
You know, one high safety, he's definitely looking over here to the left, very clearly, body language to the left.
Pressure coming in. Got Peyton Starrett going towards the sideline. Going to fall out of bounds. Clock should stop. Yep, and they're signaling for it to stop. Stops at 1:18.
Good play, way to move the chains.
Good call. Good execution.
Got out of bounds, minute 18 on the clock.
Third and 1.
My bad. Did not move the chains.
No, you were talking about this play right here because Zay's got it going up the field for 2 yards. First dress home run, first down.
Penalty thrown in there, penalty flag thrown in there late. Zay's grabbing his face mask.
We got a face mask on Jonesboro.
Yep.
Looks like Platinum Roofing penalty flag. Face mask on the defense. Going to give Sheridan a couple extra yards here.
Very beneficial. We will take it.
Absolutely. Back that defense up. Scoot forward, Yellowjackets. First trust home run, first down. And we'll keep on playing. Or across the 50 into Hurricane territory. Over a minute left to play in the half.
All right, very interesting. Zay is about 7 yards.
They're going to throw the ball to him with him
back.
running downhill. Yep. He had some momentum going downhill. Made a man miss. Made 2 men miss. Look at him go. Zay across the middle of the field. Across the 30. Still going. They find him at about, I lose him at the 20, but it looks like he was knocked out at the 20-yard line.
I'm going to say it over and over and over again. Good luck tackling him in space. Throw it to him. Get him back to the line of scrimmage with some momentum. There's 2 guys right there. Makes both of them miss. Looks like we got a replay. Oh, just the end of the play. Man, made guy after guy miss. Almost intentionally trying to go back across the field to where all of his blockers were. Let them get in front of him. Really big play there.
Huge first down. Zay now on the far left-hand side. Got 3 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Dax is looking to the right. Had some time. Tried to get Parker Mullins just barely too low. Pass incomplete. Clock stops with 46.
Had a chance there. Ball a little low.
Sheridan had a similar setup like this against West Memphis last week, trying to score right before the half. Ended up with a trick play and a touchdown by Zay. So we'll see what Coach Kelly has in store for us right here. We got 46 seconds on the clock. Offense in a bunch formation.
See a lot of pop passes out of this formation.
Don't know which receiver it could go to. It could go left or right. Peyton Starrett's been a favorite.
Neither.
Going to be a regular pass. Airing it out downfield to Zay in the end zone. Incomplete. They're saying incomplete. He had the ball in his hands.
Man, we got a replay here. Dax surveying the field, throws it up to Zay. High points the ball between 2 defenders.
Never lost the ball. I think they're saying he fell out of the back of the end zone.
I think they're saying that he went out of the back of the end zone before he secured the catch. Really hard to make that determination.
Wow.
Really hard to determine that that is actually what happened.
That is tough. We've had 2.
But great catch from Zay Stevens there. High pointed the ball between 2 guys.
3rd and 10 for the Jackets. Got 37 seconds to make something happen here. Do not want to turn the ball over. Zay running up, stopping middle of the field. Looking farther than that. That's Peyton Starrett.
There we
but
go.
It was incomplete.
There we go. Thank you.
Got a pass
Thank you.
interference call this time. Platinum Roofing penalty flag.
Defender ran right through his back. Peyton has been going up against their most physical defender so far tonight and is battling through every step of his route. Now, part of that's good coverage. Part of it's being physical, but part of it, like you saw there, is going through Peyton before the ball got there.
And that's huge. They're going to spot the ball at the spot of the foul this time.
But great
be
job.
A first down.
Great job from Peyton being physical. Not scared of it, battles through it, embraces it almost.
It's almost like a pass in basketball. You kind of have to jump towards it, embrace the impact, and kind of just go for it and draw the foul.
Right, well, we got a first down.
Quick pass to Zay. Zay trying to find some room there on the right. Gets a little bit of a gain. Clock's going to run. Got 24 seconds left. And Sheridan's going to call a timeout.
Good play. Getting closer. Continue to give the ball to Zay.
we're going to take this moment to thank our sponsors.
Sheridan is at the center of who we are. Since we opened our doors over 2 decades ago, we've been proud to serve and create jobs in our local community. We're a national company with small-town values. And in an office with so many familiar faces, Roof Connect feels like one big family. And Sheridan is an extension of that family. Go Yellowjackets!
Back at the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast, 2nd and 5 for the Yellowjackets. 24 seconds left to play. Ball. I think I said 2nd and 5, but it's 2nd and goal. Unless the
2nd and 5, ball on the 6.
Ball's on the 6, so the first down marker's at the 1.
That's right.
Dax in the backfield with Zay to his right. Got twin receivers on both sides. Major moment for the Jackets. Jackets have 1 timeout remaining
24 seconds left in the game. Plenty of time.
in the half. Dax finds Peyton Sterrett, going for, back of the end zone, incomplete, 19 seconds. Clock goes down another second, 18 seconds, just barely out of the reach of Peyton Sterrett.
Beautiful ball from Dax there, exactly where you want it. Threw it towards the pylon. Very uncharacteristic for Peyton there. Guy makes a lot of really tough catches.
He's had a good night. Can't dictate it by one drop. Here we go. 3rd down and 5. Snap is back. Dax is rolling. Got a lot of pressure. Having to throw it out quick. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Tried to run a screen there, knowing they're bringing pressure. Defender right in his face. Able to deflect the ball. 4th down. The 1 is the line to gain. Don't have to score a touchdown here, but boy, would we prefer it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get pretty close. Might as well dive on in there.
Might as well just get in there.
And we got 14 seconds left, but I think the downs is what's really mattering here, as we got 4th down.
Got quads to the
formation.
left. Zay down at the bottom, close to the tackle by himself.
Snaps back, looking for a receiver. Had Peyton Sterrett, but it was batted down. Gonna be a turnover on downs.
Looks like we tried to run the same play that we scored on from a 2-point conversion, but to the other side. Kind of a bunch with Peyton running a whip route back to the inside. Starts off, looks like he's going outside, turns into a slant. They were ready for it. They know Peyton is a go-to guy for us. Deflected the ball. Big stop for the Hurricane. Unfortunate for the offense. Really needed that for the momentum.
I've got a feeling their offense is going to come out, and I think they're going to try and throw a deep bomb here with 10 seconds left on the clock. I don't think they're going to knee it, but we'll see. They're making their way out onto the field. Defense is out there. Don't have anybody back to be a free safety necessarily. They are setting up to run a full-on play.
Yeah, we're starting to drop back now at the corner position. Safeties are still walked up.
Yeah, you gotta leave some room because you've got to be able to run backwards. They are going to take a knee.
Take a knee at the 1-yard line, just inside the goal.
And that's going to bring us to halftime. What an interesting first half here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. For the Golden Hurricanes 42, Sheridan Yellowjackets 14. We're going to take this moment. We're going to go to a commercial break.
Sheridan is at the center of who we are. Since we opened our doors over 2 decades ago, we've been proud to serve and create jobs in our local community. We're a national company with small-town values. And in an office with so many familiar faces, Roof Connect feels like one big family. And Sheridan is an extension of that family. Go Yellowjackets!
At First Trust Home Loans, we value
community, family,
our kids, our customers.
At First Trust Home Loans, we are mortgages made easy.
At First Trust, we're proud to call Sheridan our home. Our loan officers grew up here, and they understand the importance of turning your home loan needs into a reality. We're your neighbors in your neighborhood, ready to help. First Trust Home Loans. Mortgages made easy.
Welcome back to the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast. We're here at halftime. We've got 19 minutes in halftime left, and Jonesboro Hurricane cheerleaders have taken the field for a halftime show. I'm not sure, the biggest thing is we just got to get our momentum back. Had a little bit there early in the game. Jonesboro came out, scored a touchdown pretty quick, and then Sheridan turned around, answered it with a touchdown. And since then, it's just kind of been a lot of deep passes. They had a pick six in there. Jonesboro's found a lot of success on offense, running, then passing deep. Not a lot of success throwing short balls, and not a lot of success rushing, but setting up those play action passes for the deep ball.
That's right. Mason, JHS has stopped the Yellow Jacket offense one time, and that was there at the end of the half. It's been the Yellow Jacket offense shooting itself in the foot with some turnovers. The Hurricane have not been able to stop our offense from going down the football field. And so we've got to hang onto the ball, make really good decisions, high and tight carrying it, and just try to hang in there and keep doing what we're doing in the second half. You look at the scoreboard, and it feels like it's a lot bigger gap than what there really is between these two teams talent-wise. These teams are pretty evenly matched from an execution standpoint, from a skill standpoint. We got out-executed in the first half, but we've got a second half, and we've got an opportunity to come out and execute and go down the field and score like we know we can. And then we've got an opportunity to eliminate some of these deep passes, stop the run on defense. But it's hard, and our defense is used to playing out of tough situations, and they've had to do that tonight. But a lot of credit to them. There have been a lot of plays where we've got several tacklers, 8, 9, 10 tacklers at the, where the ball carrier goes down, where the receiver goes down. And we're keeping them in front of us on most of the plays except the few that have gone over the top. So, some adjustments we can make on offense and defense are certainly available, but on offense it's mostly about hanging on to the football.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you gotta hand it to our defense. Yes, sure, there's 42 points on the board. Part of that's that pick six, but then also, like I said, it's the deep balls that have been it. But think about how many they've stopped. I mean, Braden Lewis has been there on almost all the stops, and Braden Lewis is having a phenomenal game, I think.
Yeah, Braden Lewis has made some good plays out there tonight, and we're not going to talk about the refs anymore on those deep balls. But Braden Lewis is playing his tail off, making some good plays, attacking the football, and just needs to continue to do that, keep his head up, keep his confidence, as this game goes on in the next, because he is all over the receivers out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be key coming back into it. We're going to come out here. I promise you, Sheridan's going to kick an onside kick. This game might have a score deficit, but it is far from over in Coach Kelly's eyes. This is the first game Sheridan's played this season that won't have a mercy rule at halftime.
One way or the other.
This is important. To be able to come out and play a second half of football and don't let it get to that point. Come out, either get the onside kick recovery or get a stop on defense. You've got to get it early. You got to come out here on fire, and then you've got to be able to turn around and score.
Right.
Got to get a stop, and you got to score.
Well, and yeah, so the Hurricane get to start the half with the football. The Yellow Jackets receive to start the game. So very important to get a stop out of the gate to have a chance to have a really big comeback happen in the second half.
Yeah, and I'm all for a big comeback. I think that would be awesome. for the Jackets to be able to do. We're going to go to a short break. We're going to thank Lunsford and Associates Realty. Back at the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast, we're going to take a moment, let you enjoy the Jonesboro Hurricane Band. I know we're from the backside looking in, but still can hear what they have to bring. From what we've heard tonight, they have an excellent band, so we're going to hand it off to them.
Good evening, Hurricane Nation. For your halftime entertainment, we proudly present the Jonesboro Band. The band is under the direction of Grant Hardison, Trent Warner, Ben White, Caitlin Roll, Seth Jansen, and A-State intern Christian McNeese. Our drum majors are Tobin Schimmel and Glenn Mason. Tonight's performance is entitled Categories 1, 2, and 3, featuring the music for Blue Skies, Into the Storm, Firebird Suite, and Stormworks. Soloists are Alan Navarro on clarinet and Celine Stanley on horn. Drum major Schimmel and Mason, is your band ready? We hope you enjoy categories 1, 2, and 3.
He tried. Could be good. Like some people you can jump good. I don't think he has to jump. No,
that's definitely not what I'm saying, because Devin Featherston was the highest number on our team. That was a white boy. I'll say that white boy.
stopped at sports and just been good.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for the Jonesboro Band? Yay, man!
First Trust Home Loans offers a wide range of home loans for all your mortgage needs. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing your existing home, we're here to help. From conventional to FHA to VA and USDA, we've got you covered. First Trust Home Loans. Mortgages made easy.
Sheridan is at the center of who we are. Since we opened our doors over 2 decades ago, we've been proud to serve and create jobs in our local community. We're a national company with small-town values. And in an office with so many familiar faces, Roof Connect feels like one big family. And Sheridan is an extension of that family. Go Yellowjackets!
Welcome back to the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast. I'm Mason Fisher. I'm joined here tonight by Dakota Hedden. We got about 3.5 minutes left in halftime. Dakota, we've got an interesting second half coming our way. Could be huge for Sheridan.
That's right. Mason and I have put on the rally quarter zips, if there is such a thing. And we're doing our part up here to root for a rally in the second half. We were talking. There's a couple of different teams we've played now with vast population differences in the town that they're in. One was out of conference, but this is a conference team. Jonesboro with about 81,000 population compared to Sheridan's 5,000. Interesting that is, conference play.
Even if you add the entire school district, you're still only looking at about 12,000 that Sheridan has to pick from.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not anything compared to 81,000. And you can see it on the field tonight. You can see just how many players the Hurricanes have on their team. We were talking before the game, and we were like, it kind of looks like that Rogers team warming up with how many people they have, and Rogers being a 7A school.
Right. Yeah. There's several schools up here. You've got Westside, you've got Valley View, etc. So it's not exactly apples to apples, but nonetheless, very, very large population difference. Despite the population difference, what I see on the field, JHS they've got a lot of talent. I mean, they've got some playmakers on defense and offense, but really they've been able to stop our offense one time. We've stopped ourselves on the other drives. So, this is a team that we can play with, and if this is a team that we can play with and, win a game against, if we execute, then, that gives you a lot of faith that we can play against a lot of the other teams that we have coming up on the schedule.
What you're looking at right now down on the field is a Hurricane warming up to receive an onside kick. I can say, they're doing well, recovering them with nobody coming at them, so that's good.
The funny thing is in the pregame, I'm sure they've practiced this all week long, but they didn't practice this at all.
No, they were practicing
before the game, and we were here the whole time.
They were practicing catching long kicks.
Yeah.
Long kicks, and like as if they were going to return them. I was like, that Sheridan doesn't punt, right? Like, we don't kick like that. But nonetheless, that's how they were warming up, and here they are coming into the second half, realizing, oh yeah, Sheridan does onside kick. That wasn't a joke.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we know we're about to get one of these right out of the gate, and it's probably going to be a dirty one. Better practice.
How funny would it be if they come out here for 3.5 minutes practicing these and Sheridan comes out with it? That would be huge. Nonetheless, comical, but it would be huge for the momentum of this football game.
Mason, this might be just the time for the new onside kick that you witnessed this week at practice. And might be a good time to break it out.
I can tell you that based on the kicks that they're kicking, they haven't seen it yet in film because these are not the onside kicks that I watched in practice. And I also have to mention, I'm sorry, we practice these all the time. Those kickers that I'm watching do it are nothing compared to what Andrew and Preston do on a daily basis for the Sheridan Yellowjackets. So they're practicing, but it's not quite to the full steam and capability of the Sheridan Yellowjackets, who are making their way back out onto the field. We've got a running total of all the other high school football games going on right now in our conference. You can see at the bottom of the screen there. We're going to keep that rolling and try. Hopefully it stays updated. Brought to you by Fearless Friday. And this broadcast is brought to you by First Trust Home Loans and Platinum Roofing. I want to thank all of our sponsors: Sheridan Ace Hardware, People's Bank, Edwards HVAC, Nash Therapeutics, Lunsford Realty, and Allen Gate and Panel. Thank you guys so much for making this broadcast possible and helping us out. Dakota?
The sponsor list has grown significantly from the start of the year, continues to grow week by week. And I will say it again, we want to talk about your business, and we can make these graphics smaller to fit more in here.
Or we can make a second.
Or we might have to have a second slot.
I mean, we've got 2 more quarters of football playing, and I don't have a specific name for either quarter. So we'd love to talk about your business, love to have that opportunity. I love the opportunity to say all these names. I'll run through them one more time. First Trust Home Loans, Platinum Roofing, Sheridan Ace Hardware, People's Bank, Edwards HVAC, Nash Therapeutics, Lunsford Realty with Haley Cox, and Allen Gate and Panel. I'm so thankful for you guys.
Mason, here's an idea. Do we have anybody sponsoring an onside kick?
We don't.
I feel like that's a great opportunity. It's an exciting play, gets a lot of attention. Somebody needs to take that between now and next week.
I would agree with that statement. We got Benton at home next week, but I don't want to focus too much on that just yet. We still got a half of football here that could be huge. Clock is not going to be running in the second half, so I'm excited to see that.
A full second half of high school football.
We say that. The rule is it's 35 points at halftime, going into halftime. That would indicate a mercy rule. But it's at any point in the second half that the score deficit becomes 30, the clock will run for the rest of the game. So, really, if Sheridan doesn't get a stop or recover this onside kick and score, it is going to be possible that the clock will run.
So let me get this straight, Mason. You're saying that we might as well just recover this onside kick.
We need to recover it. I completely agree with that statement. Completely agree. We got 15 seconds left on the clock, and we are pumped up here in the booth, and we are excited. I hope these players are pumped up and ready to go. The refs are talking to Coach Kelly a lot down on the sideline. I'm pretty sure he's trying to understand a couple things.
Probably trying to understand a pass interference call.
Yeah, it's been a rough night, but we don't want to start nothing with the refs going into the second half. We'd rather them call it as neutral. I want them to call it right, whether it's neutral or not. I want them to call it right. I like to see that better. Boys are looking like they're getting pumped. Hurricanes are making their way out onto the field, prepped and prepared for an onside kick.
This could change everything right here.
Preston Herr is coming out to kick for the Yellowjackets.
We'll see if the Hurricane onside kick recovery practice at halftime pays off here. I'm expecting something dirty.
This one's going to be a dogfight. Looking for a high bounce more than likely with Preston Herr in at kicker.
We've got 6 guys to his left.
5.
4 to
the right. 4 to the right. Ball is definitely coming towards the Sheridan sideline. And here it comes. Bounce. There it is. Ball is going to be recovered by number 7 for the Hurricanes.
High pointed the ball. Matt Bartels went up and got it. We got the big bounce. Boom, there it goes.
He
really got a lot of air.
It.
High pointed it.
Sheridan, you could see the Sheridan guys were going behind him.
We were ready for it.
They were hoping that it would go over his hands, because that would have been an easy. They couldn't have returned it, but they could have grabbed it and fallen to the ground. That's what they were hoping for. Tall guy jumps up, reaches up, good hands, grabs it. brings up first down for the Hurricane offense.
It's Preston's job to just give us a chance, right?
Yeah.
You know, he gave us a great chance there. Good play from the Hurricane.
Beautiful kick. Snaps back. Handoff up the middle. Gonna be, nice. Way to hold on. That's number 41 leading that tackle, holding on to the foot.
Jonathan DeLeon, who was down injured on the field earlier, came off the field holding his arm back in there, and both of those arms locked to the legs of number 14 for the Hurricane. Great job to hold him for a gain of 2.
A lot of pressure looks to be brought from Sheridan as the Hurricanes are going to change that play call last second.
Looks like we're maybe making a check as well. He's
Asa
telling them to eat. That's what I saw.
Asa Myers stepping back, looking for a deep shot. Saw something.
Got the head turned.
Going to be incomplete. That was a beautiful pass by Asa Myers.
Yeah, replay here.
You can't throw a better ball.
Really does a good job putting a lot of air under the ball. In a great position. Receiver just dropped it. We did a good job on defense. We got our head turned early, had a chance to track the ball and make a play on it. So great job there from Chandler Stanton in
sometimes
coverage.
It's just being in between them and creating a little bit of movement to throw that receiver off, and it worked that time, didn't hold on to it. Asa Myers taking another shot towards the middle of the field. Braxton Fox there trying to bring the man down. Every Yellow Jacket coming in to assist for the tackle.
Yeah, tackle by all but 2 Yellow Jackets. There is not a single bit of effort lacking out there from the defense so far in the second half. They are fired up, ready to make a play, want to prove themselves in the second half, really flying around the field.
This would be the perfect set of downs to do it. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes. Have to keep them from scoring anything on this drive to keep it the clock going slow. That way they can have the maximum chance of catching up. Coming in down the middle of the field was number 14, and he's going to get a gain of about 3.
Jackson Dell came up, met him in the hole, held on to bring him to the ground. Great play from Jackson there. That's a tough tackle. 14 coming in, running with a full head of steam. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
That's Carmen Logan, number 14, for the Hurricanes, who's been making a lot of plays. Haven't seen TJ Logan yet. TJ Brown, excuse me, for the Hurricanes yet this half. Ball is thrown there. Number 7, he's got some room, making it across the 10-5, touchdown Hurricanes.
We got a replay here. Quick out, big juke there from number 7, Matt Bartels. You know, he's one of their playmakers. They got it to him in space, just like we want to do with our playmakers, and he made a play.
Extra point attempt this time for Jonesboro, now leading by 34, and looks like they make that 35. Jackets are going to run off the field and look to receive a kick. Pretty quick drive for the Hurricanes.
Yep, 9:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Really needed a stop there out of the gate. Big play from number 7, Bartels. A lot of yards after catch there. Did a good job on that drive, keeping the ball in front of us, and when the ball was thrown deep, getting our heads turned and tracking to the point of the hands. So you really like to see that from your defensive backs.
Yeah, absolutely. And you gotta, now that we're at this point with 9:45 left on the clock, Jonesboro coming out to kick it, you just gotta make quick drives. You gotta get back in it, and you gotta
go fast.
Score every drive.
Got to go fast. Ricky Bobby.
Kicking from the middle of the field for the first time tonight. Again, that's number 92, Marco.
See if they stick with the pooch kick approach.
They may just kick it deep. They are. It looks like they're going to give it to Parker Mullins. Give him a chance. He's going to make a guy miss. Going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Yep, good starting point. Good starting point. You know, Mason, there was about 20 to 25 yards of space between the back line of our, onside kick ready team and our returners. So a large chunk of space with nobody in it, and that's what they've been trying to attack so far this game with the pooch kicks. That one went a little further than I think they intended.
Yeah, I think so. 9:13 left in a rolling clock here in the third quarter. Jackets are going to have to move quickly down the field.
Bunch formation.
Pitch over to Zay. Zay's got some room. Finds some room. Looking to go. Gets across the midfield down to about the 42. Big play, Zay.
Poetry and tempo in motion. Watch him with patience. Boom, stick that foot in the ground. Boom, stick it in the ground again. Making defenders miss.
Having to catch up from behind. Great job by Zay
For as much
Stevens.
speed as he has, he does a great job setting up defenders, letting his blockers get out in front, runs with great tempo.
Trips to the left. Going to be Parker Mullins on the left-hand side, trying to get some room. Going to run out of bounds.
Good positive play on first downs, getting the ball quickly out of Dax's hand, not giving the defense time to get there and put pressure in his face, and also not making the receivers work for several seconds against the defensive backs.
Sheridan going to run a no-huddle offense here. We got trips on the left. Zay Stevens on the – going to have a little pitch. Got a flag thrown in the backfield pretty quickly. Zay gets a great gain before he's stopped by about 3 black helmets.
Yeah, flag right away at the start of the play. Ran another pitch play to Zay. Set up the blockers nicely, made defenders miss.
I'm not sure what – I missed the call. False start on the offense. If it's a false start, you got to blow the play dead. So that's a I'm not really sure.
I'm talking to the receivers here.
Man, that's hard. You've got to
another big play going backwards now.
Coach Kelly's even confused about that one. Calling a play now. 2nd and 12 for the Yellowjackets at the 44-yard line of the Hurricanes.
All right, we got Quaz to the left. Zay's going to line up about 7 yards back.
This is
Dax.
Receivers blocking and Zay going downhill.
I've got a feeling we've seen this before. We might see a wrinkle here.
Oh yeah, look at that. A little bit of trickery. Weren't expecting Dax to keep that ball, and he does. Gain of about 3.
Right away, Dax gets the ball. A lot of defenders are focused to the left side, the bottom part of your screen. Goes up the middle, gets 3 there. We've got 3rd and 9. We've got 2 downs to gain 9 yards and keep positive momentum going forward.
Trips out to the right. We've got Peyton Starrett there at the bottom of your screen.
Keep your eye on Zay
I see
here.
Jace Bradshaw kind of throwing his hand back. Don't know if that means the ball might be going to him. Ball's going to be batted down by a defensive lineman.
Pressure in his face right away. Had the hands up high, able to deflect the pass. Waiting on the play call here. Watching the hand motions of Coach Kelly, it looks like there's something special about to happen.
Strong sides on the left where Zay Stevens is lining up. Snap is low. Dax has a good recovery. Throws it low. Pass is going to be incomplete to Peyton Starrett. Turnover on downs.
Ball thrown right to the marker. Had to overcome a low snap there. Unable to come up with the catch. Had to play right at the pylon. Not the pylon, the
sticks.
The sticks. Disappointing there. Had a really good drive going. And then the penalty put us in reverse, and we were unable to overcome it. Another situation where we had a lot of momentum, we had things going right, and just kind of shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Defense is going to have to get a stop here. 4 minutes, 48 seconds left in the third.
Look for us to bring some pressure.
Lots of pressure. Blitz coming. Running up the middle. That's number 14 again. Going to get a pretty decent gain on first down.
Yeah, look like we had Pilkington as well as Delk in there on that tackle. Gain of 5 yards on the play.
Second down and 5 for the Hurricanes. Taking their time as the clock is winding. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Ball's on the 46-yard line of the Hurricanes. Snap is back. Asa, quick handoff. Going to be running up the middle again. Going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Great effort from the Yellowjacket defense. You can see that the defensive line was able to hold off the offensive line. They were unable to get up to our linebackers. Linebackers came up, made a good play there.
Like the offense,
3rd and 4 here.
Like the offensive lineman might have got away with a little bit of a hold there, grabbing the shoulder pads. But still no gain. 3rd down, about medium distance to gain. Lots of pressure. Look at all that. Look at all them white helmets in there.
Clock is ticking fast, already down to 3:18 left in the third.
Snaps
another
back,
run play.
Another quick handoff brings up 4th down because he's going to get wrapped up before the line of scrimmage.
Yellowjackets stand tall, hold their ground. No gain on the play.
They're going to go for it. No, they're going to bring on a punt unit. And Sheridan forces a punt.
We finally get to see what they practiced so much in the pregame. They weren't practicing the onside kick recovery. They were practicing the punts.
That's
and
right.
the punt recovery. So
they knew that the Sheridan defense was one they were going to have to worry about. The offense is going to make their way out of the tent, prepare to go back on the field. Sheridan has nobody back to receive the punt. It's not something Sheridan does. I think that they're preparing for a good roll. Gets the opposite of what they want. Puts Sheridan at the 30 where they've been starting almost all night.
Yep. Very fond of the 30-yard line as a starting point tonight. And, part of the strategy to not put someone back there is it removes the chance that something could go wrong. You're not going to have a muffed punt if nobody's back there.
Right, exactly. It does. That's a great point.
You give up the risk that, the ball takes a bounce towards your goal line.
It keeps them from running a trick play. You're prepared for that. There's no way they can do it because you're not sending anybody back there. You're not even running your guys back there. All they're doing is watching the ball. Dax, quick pass to Zay Stevens. Zay trying to get some room, gain of about 9.
How rarely is it that the first guy tackles him?
I don't think it ever happens, really.
Fake the handoff and then throw it to him. Haven't seen that since the first quarter. Able to make a guy miss there, get out of bounds. Good positive yards on first down. Brings up 2nd and 3. Got to get this thing moving in a hurry.
Yeah, we do. Back into it. We got 3 receivers on the right. And a little pitch to Peyton Sterrett. Going down the middle, going to make his way for a First Trust Home Loan first down.
Man, that guy's tough.
He takes some hits every game, jumps right back up and says, let's do it again.
Absorbed a couple of big hits there, able to bounce off of them. That is some toughness that Peyton Sterrett showed out there tonight. Running the ball and running through contact on his routes.
Zay, right-hand side of Dax. Pressure being brought. Quick throw. Zay got some room. Easily across first down yardage. Going back towards the middle of the field. Staying on his feet across the 40 and out of bounds. Zay Stevens with the First Trust Home Loan first down.
Beautiful play here. Jonesboro bringing a lot of pressure. Running a screen into the pressure. A lot of blockers out front. 77-52, the receivers working their butts off, blocking down the field.
Got an extra 6 yards after he should have been tackled. Great play that time by Zay.
I would really like to see the total broken tackles numbers for Zay this year.
Yeah, I'm sure it's high. Quick snap. Gonna try and air it out to Chase Bradshaw. Gonna be a penalty flag, platinum roofing penalty flag. They're going to say he pushed him out of bounds before he could even have a chance at catching the ball. Pass interference on the defense.
That's right. Number one with the interception, but the other defender really never gave Jace a chance to come to the ball and make a play. Really took him out of the play entirely.
Yeah, and so the refs are gonna pick up on that. They're gonna see it. I do think that's gonna bring us to the end of the third quarter, unless they decide to put like 1 second left on the clock due to the penalty. But we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a 15-yard pass interference penalty called, platinum roofing penalty flag. And going to bring up first down for Sheridan.
Well, the running clock after they scored.
I see no time on the clock, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a dead ball penalty.
So they're going to get to run one
play
here.
Play in the
one
third
play
quarter.
in the third quarter. Let's see how we take advantage of it. Quick handoff to Zay, going up the middle. Gets some room, pretty good gain.
Good play to end the quarter. Dax and Zay both initially went forward, keeping the ball pretty tight to the chest. Didn't know if it was going to, give it to Zay or keep it. Gave it to Zay at the last second. He takes off up the middle. Good play to end the quarter.
With that, we're going to send it off to commercial.
Sheridan is at the center of who we are. Since we opened our doors over 2 decades ago, we've been proud to serve and create jobs in our local community. We're a national company with small-town values. And in an office with so many familiar faces, Roof Connect feels like one big family. And Sheridan is an extension of that family. Go Yellowjackets!
First Trust's Mortgage Strong mobile app is your one-stop shop for all things home loan. Mortgage Strong is the quickest and easiest way to apply for a home loan, calculate your mortgage, scan documents, and track your loan progress. All the tools you need, all in one app. First Trust Home Loans. Mortgages made easy.
Welcome back to the Sheridan Yellowjacket broadcast. Into the third quarter, Zay with some pretty key plays there in the third.
We blinked and the quarter was over.
Yeah, it was very quick. After that touchdown, we had a running clock due to the mercy rule from Jonesboro. And it's been kind of full throttle ever since, and the time clock never seems to let up in the second half.
The clock, whenever it's running, it just makes it impossible to catch up.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, we can't be battling the clock right now. We've just got to battle ourselves, look to score touchdowns, and get stops on defense.
Yeah, at this point, we've got to learn everything we can. Ball's going to go to Parker Mullins. He's going to try and turn upfield after the catch, but he's not going to be able to. Still a pretty good gain on first down.
Yeah, faked the handoff to Zay, pulled it back. Parker coming over the middle, back to the ball, high-pointed the ball. Great play from Parker.
It's important to finish this drive. We are within the 10-yard line now. 2nd and 5. This is a great position to be in, getting a first down at the 5-yard line. Going to Zay. Zay going up the middle. Gets first down yardage. Going to be a First Trust Home Loan first down at the 5-yard line. Sorry, they're going to spot it at the 4.
Quick handoff to Zay, able to find some room up the middle. Down to... They're saying 1st and goal at the 5. Looks like the ball's spotted at the 4.
Yeah, the ball's definitely at the 4. Dax and Zay in the backfield. Zay trying to figure out which side to be on. Strong side would be the left. Going to be a throw. Going to the right. Picked off in the end zone. Going to have some room to run. That's number 18 for Jonesboro. Trying to make a run. Zay's trying to catch up. He does at the 50-yard line. Knocks him out of bounds. Big interception in return that time by Jonesboro.
Got a replay here. Dax looked to throw it 2 separate times. Didn't like what he saw. Interception there from Jonesboro, number 18. A big return out to about the 50. Great play from Zay. Lot of effort to chase him down and stop that return.
Yeah, I'm glad that Zay didn't give up on that ball. It does put them in Sheridan territory at the 49, though, instead of getting a pick six. So big catch up from behind. That was Zay. Zay's got the speed.
He's got speed. He's got tempo. He's got heart. Got the hands. Great game from Zay tonight. Look for lots of runs here from Jonesboro to bleed this clock out. And it's a pass right on cue.
Right on cue every time. Number 23 making some room on the left. Takes a big old hit from Pilkington.
Man, huge hit from Pilkington. Quick throw out to number 23. Breaks the tackle, able to get down the field. Pilkington, big hit delivered. I'm going to stop predicting runs versus passes because it tends to go the opposite way.
Yeah, I feel like every time we try, it's the opposite of what we're thinking. I don't know if that makes them good play callers or us not being able to predict. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go with their good play callers.
Well, I mean, you would expect with this lead and a running clock that
they would just run it.
That you would run the clock out, but that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen.
They continue to have their starters in with a 35-point lead in the fourth quarter.
You know, in the same breath as I'm saying that, this is a Jonesboro team that is 0-4 going into this game.
Yep. Looking for not only their first win at home, but their first win in 2024.
Their first win in 24, and, you know, they need to recapture momentum for their season as well. So
snap is low, looking for a deep ball into the end zone. Almost picked off.
Great play.
That was Chandler Stanton.
Great play from Chandler Stanton here. We're going to have a replay. They're continuing to throw the ball deep with a running clock. Chandler gets his head turns, finds the football, puts his hands all over it. I've been really impressed by the way our defensive backs have played the deep ball tonight.
I have too. You know, they've only given up 3 deep passes tonight, and that's incredible. Think about how many shots they've taken. I would say it's over 10 at this point.
Yeah, they continue to push the ball down the field.
Only giving up 3. Snaps back to Myers. Myers going to hand it off to Logan. Logan fumbled the ball. Ball is out, looking to see who recovered it.
Sheridan's pointing to it.
That's going to be Sheridan football.
Sheridan football.
Sheridan football. What a play. That was number 47 on the ball. Weston Ramsey. Remember, he was carrying the flag out for the team today at the start of the game. And Weston Ramsey comes up with a fumble recovery, forced a turnover on Jonesboro.
Was kind of a weird, mistimed handoff. You know, I really thought it was going to be a play action until the last second he decided to put the ball in the belly of the running back. And there might have been some miscommunication. He might not have been ready for it, but the ball kind of got popped up into the air, and we were able to recover it. Really great to see that and have a chance to score here. We got 7 minutes, now under 7 minutes left in the game. Clock's ticking fast.
Twin receivers on both sides. Dax throws a screen pass out to Zay. Zay makes a man miss and gets a gain of about 7.
The first tackler has got him 1 time tonight by my count.
And now you got to think about how many that means he's missed. I would say every time he's touched the ball, other than I guess that one time, he's made at least 1 miss, if not 3 or 4.
Mason, I don't even need Excel or the calculator on my desk to do that math.
I mean, he is doing a phenomenal job. Remember, he was our Sheridan Ace Hardware Player of the Game from last week against West Memphis. There'll be a little pitch up.
Pop play.
That was Zay with the ball. He's going to bring it up. I think that they're spotting him short of the line.
They made him think about that one. They made him try to decide if he wanted to pop it outside or go inside.
Right at the chains. First Trust Home Loan first down. 5:55 left and running clock in the game. That's brought to you by Platinum Roofing and First Trust Home Loans. We got twin receivers on the right and trips to the left. Dax setting back, looking for a quick route to Parker Mullins. Parker Mullins still getting some yards, made a man miss. I think he gets 1 yard short.
Replay coming up here. Dax fires the ball in there. Parker backs up. Looks like he's going to go inside, plants the foot in the ground, goes back to the sideline. Great play from Parker there. He has been pretty shifty tonight, not only catching the ball, but on the kickoff returns as well.
Yeah, he's done a good job. Dak's doing some signals back and forth to Coach Kelly.
Got the play they want. Zay in motion.
Zay in motion. He's running back out. Quick pitch. Nice. Had to turn around. Still getting positive yards. Look at him go. Got 0. Juked him. Made it. Hey, you know, 0 might have got him, but that juke allowed him to get an extra three yards on the play.
Replay here. You can see the toss. Spins him around. He catches it with one hand while spinning and then is able to reverse the field, make 0 dance, and another big play for Big Play Zay.
Gets into Jonesboro territory. And Dax and the Yellow Jacket offense line up. Going to hand it off this time. That's Brady Dillon in at running back. Gets across the 40, across the 35 for a First Trust Home Loan first down.
Offensive line to open up a good alley over there off the right side. Brady hits it hard with a full head of steam, lowers the boom at the end of the run. Way to run through the tackle, Brady.
4 minutes left to play in this game at the 35-yard line of the Hurricanes. Brady still in at running back. Dax finds a man. Peyton Sterrett through it. That was the smartest way you could have put that ball. To the 10, 5, Sheridan touchdown!
Very happy for Peyton Sterrett there. Guy's been battling all night. You see the play action rolling to the left real quick. Throws it to the inside of Peyton. The defender runs by on the outside. He spins to the inside and just burns through.
Excellent place ball by Dax McMillan there. Right behind him, forcing him to spin. Throws it to where only his receiver can get it. Beautiful throw. Excellent execution.
How about the yards after catch there?
That was amazing.
I mean, he turned on the burners. He wanted in the end zone.
Extra point is up and good. Preston Herr was 6 for 6 in extra points against West Memphis and makes his first one here tonight. First one attempted, first one made for him. Brings up 49 for the Hurricanes and 21 for your Sheridan Yellowjackets.
Great drive.
Yeah,
Great
absolutely.
drive. Running it, throwing it, the pop pass. That all came together. A lot of different people touched the ball there. Brady Dillon got a carry. Parker Mullins with a couple good plays. Sterrett not to be denied going into the end zone. He wanted that one bad.
Yeah, he said, this is my time. This is my catch. This is my run. I am doing this. And he did it. He punched it into the end zone. I would tell you untouched, but he broke several tackles to get there and did a great job. Would be huge momentum shift to recover an onside kick right here.
Massive.
3:38 left to play in the game. Lead is now below 30.
The clock has stopped since we scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know if that's because of the change of possessions here. We're going to find out. I don't know. I think it's still going to run, but we'll find out. Kick is underway, looking for a bounce. There it is. There it is. Sheridan football. Got to lay down on it. Got to lay down on it. Sheridan recovers their onside kick.
Man, looked just like the one out of the half. Got the big bounce. In the first half, number 7 was able to go up, high point the football. This time, it took an even higher bounce, went off the tips of his fingers, and right into the hands of Parker Mullins. That's exactly how you draw it up.
Absolutely, and that is huge, huge for the Yellowjackets.
Let's go score another touchdown.
Absolutely. 3:34 left to play in the game. Absolutely could do it. Brady Dillon looks like he's going to be in at quarterback. He is. Dax is standing next to Coach Kelly on the sideline. Brady Dillon and Zay. Zay, direct snap to Zay. Brady Dillon out to block, and it works out well. Zay's making some room. He's out to the 10-5, touchdown, Sheridan Yellowjackets in one play. You ever heard of a comeback in the fourth quarter by the Sheridan Yellowjackets? 3 minutes left on the clock. We got another extra point or 2-point attempt coming out right now, and it's going to be an extra point attempt, but I can promise you they're going to kick an onside kick.
All right, we got a replay here. We're going to the extra point.
Wow.
Man,
I'm like on fire right now.
That was an awesome play.
Wow.
Loved the direct snap going to Brady Dillon. I mean, the direct snap going to Zay. Brady leading the way, delivered a great block. Zay turned on the burners down the sideline.
We got a penalty flag thrown. Trying to figure out if it is offense or defense. Looks like we're trying to figure out if we're going to decline it. We are. So the Platinum Roofing penalty flag, offsides on the defense. Sheridan is so good at making them jump off sides on these extra points.
I've never seen anything like it.
Wow. This is amazing. I'm ready to see this kick by Preston Herr. Love watching this guy kick. Gonna throw another one. Platinum Roofing penalty flag. This one looks like it's going to be a false start. So they are going to back them up on this one. 5 yards. I'm not scared. Preston can do it. It's just 5 extra yards. No big deal. His kicks usually clear him by about 30 yards anyway.
Well, we got another blocker on the field having Brady in.
Oh, yeah.
Running in front of Zay.
That was an excellent play. Kick is up. Good. Cleared by about 30. And Sheridan 28 now.
Hey, we're ready. Oh, we got a replay here. Direct snap to Zay. Waits for Brady to get out in front of him. They seal the edge. Receivers are blocking downfield the whole way. Zay turns on the burners. Man.
Dude.
You know, when you draw that up in practice, you say, hey, you're going to block this guy. You're going to block this guy. Brady's going to block this guy, and it's going to be a touchdown. You know, every play you draw it up for a touchdown. And that's exactly what they did there.
That was a clear run for Zay. That's the play you look for as a running back. And just something that Sheridan is looking forward to coming into here. Oh, here we go. This is Andrew, our other onside kicker. I've never seen him set the ball down like this.
What's his specialty, Mason?
Usually he sets it down sideways and does the little helicopter spin, but that's not what we've got here tonight. I'm not sure where the ball's going deep. Gonna give him a chance to return it.
Okay, didn't have that on my bingo card.
I didn't either. That's great return by number 12. He might go. He's gonna get pulled down all the way at the 32-yard line of the Sheridan Yellowjackets. But there's a flag on the play.
Braden Lewis with great effort to chase down the returner and make the tackle. Ran through a lot of chaos to get into the open field.
Not sure
and
what.
Braden just never gave up going after him.
Waiting to see what the penalty flag is going to be.
Braden Lewis with a lot of effort out here tonight. Making plays on deep balls, chasing down a returner.
The Platinum Roofing penalty flag going to back the offense up now. First down for the Hurricanes. It is still a running clock with only a 21-point deficit now. I wish that if you got it back down below 30, it stopped, but unfortunately it doesn't. Hurricanes back up into hurricane territory. Sheridan going to have to, I honestly think they're just going to knee it right here.
Man.
Nope, they're not. They're going to run it with T.J. Brown. He's going to run up the middle. Gets a pretty great gain on first down.
Better than throwing it deep.
Yeah, got a minute 33 left on the clock. Sheridan has 3 timeouts, but needing 3 touchdowns, I don't know that they're going to use them. Great second half. You can't deny that. Have held the Hurricanes so far to only 1 touchdown in the second half and scored 2.
That's right.
So so far they've won the second half.
That's right.
And, that's what you ask for at halftime. Go out there, win the second half. They're playing the same team, still have the starters in for the Hurricanes.
They're letting the clock tick all the way down to hand the ball off now.
Handoff. Going to be ran to the line of scrimmage, maybe even a loss of a yard. 45 seconds left. I have no doubt.
Very proud of how the Yellowjackets played. in the second half. No quit in this team. Very focused on offense. Receivers and linemen alike blocking hard down the field. Lots of effort from the defense. This is exactly how you want to see your team come out and play in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be something Coach highlights. As fast as the second half has been, I find a lot of success in it. I find they're not putting their head down. They are making it as good as well as they can. Quarterback takes a knee. 2 seconds left on the clock. Game is now expired and over. Sheridan Yellowjackets 28, Jonesboro Golden Hurricanes 49. Sheridan now 2-3, Jonesboro 1-4. Both teams are 1-1 in conference.
More importantly, 1-1 in conference. We return home next week to face the Benton Panthers. Very big game. Benton beat Jonesboro earlier this year. Last week. So we know we've got a challenge. Invite everyone that can to be there in the stands and support them in person, create a great atmosphere that's difficult for Benton to play in. Really invite and encourage you to do that. Very proud of the effort we showed out here tonight in the second half, and hopefully they can have some momentum from that going into this week.
Yeah, there is a lot of success in this game. As tough as the first half was, again, I mentioned we came out, battled, won the second half, and as a coach, you'd be happy to know that and happy to see that. But at the same time, we're in conference play. You've got to come back. You've got to battle. Next week's a tough game. You got to come out and you got to be ready to play. You got a week ahead of you to prepare for Benton and come out, and we got to look alive.
That's right. Well, Mason, I enjoyed doing this with you. It was fun. We were inside this time on the road. That was very cool. In a great facility.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful facility here at Jonesboro.
Great facility. So enjoyed it. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, thank you so much, Dakota, for helping us tonight. Thanks again to our sponsors. And, again, I'm Mason Fisher, your voice of the Sheridan Yellowjackets. Dakota Hedden was with me tonight. We'll see you guys next week against the Benton Panthers. Thank you so much.